Just when I thought I couldn't find my way out, yeah, I searched the God in me to find my way out. I know it can seem way out, but the Creator flows to and through me from way out. I'm talking way out, yeah, yeah, yeah. See, if you believe in the God in you, it's a better place. Creating the force and the power to live a better. Just know that love and joy and peace is one in all of the same space. That you were chosen just like God. Give mine to you. Give mine. I'll give mine your energy. That's right. I'll give mine sanity. Only you can make the change. I'll give mine shine your energy. I'll give mine light. Shine so bright from darkness to light. Hey, 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 hey. From darkness to light. Yeah. And you'll find your way out. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it won't seem way out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The power of God will flow through you from way out.
My name is DJ Genesis, and I just did a dope interview with real life street stars. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life,
It ain't real life. Just ain't real.
real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Real life street star. Hold on, man. It's a moment right now. It's a moment right now. Those at home are probably wondering, like, man, who do real life street stars have on the couch? And I want to call her almost like the mastermind or the lady behind the curtain, the Wizard of Oz. We got DJ Genesis in the building, straight from Detroit down in Texas. You know, for those that may want to, you know, try to understand, you know, of course, we also celebrate 50 years of hip hop. So we'll talk about that, but, you know, 50 years of hip hop going down right now. But I'd like to jump right into it, man, because, you know, I met you through a mutual friend at the time, Jaguar Wright. When I said at the time, she's still a friend. But I met you through Jaguar Wright, and I was able to, you know, get introduced to you, and she said, hey, you got to meet this young lady named Genesis. She's dope. She's creative. She's, you know, doing all this stuff. And at the same time, I met Solar Carbonation, same day. So I'm like, oh, wow. And you were telling me like, hey, yeah, I know you know Jaguar, but you ever heard of Carbonation? I said, no, never heard nothing. You said, let me show you some things. And you showed me some things. I'm like, oh, wow, I need to go deeper in this. You're like, yeah, you need to look deeper into this. So welcome, Genesis. How you doing? Welcome to the platform. Welcome to Street Stars. And mind you, you've been up here a lot of times.
Right.
For a lot of those interviews that we did, even whether through maybe Jaguar, maybe through Goomba, maybe through Solar, Velvet, you're up here in the background. So you've been here. But now you're in front of the couch. Now we are able to put a face to, let's say if people want to know if there was a name, put a face to it. How are you doing? How are your spirits? How's life?
Everything's going pretty good. I just bought a new house.
Oh, congratulations. Oh, man. Black excellence. Black excellence.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so I'm a landlord, and I'm for my first property, and I just bought a new house. Congratulations.
That's a lot of people don't make how important that is just in ownership in this thing we call America, this project we call America. So as a Black woman who I'm assuming doing it dolo.
Single mother. And I was homeless at one point. So
oh man, so that's even, man, that's
I
a testament
built myself
itself.
up from that all the way to this point. It took some time, but yeah.
We're gonna touch on that because I want to go through your story, man. But before we even get to your full story, I want to ask you, you know, again, we had the viral interview that went crazy, a couple of interviews with Jaguar Wright, and she's a character in herself as far as just what she is. And I'm just curious, even when I was introduced to you by her, what was y'all's introduction? Like, how did that even come about? Was it through Carbonation that brought that together?
I've known Jaguar. Well, basically, I've been, like I said, DJing for a very long time. When I was in the military, I actually was stationed in DC, and I had a residency at a club called State of the Union. And it was around like in 1999, 1998, where when I went to a Roots show and I saw the Roots. And at the time I had my residency at that place. and I saw Jaguar along with this group called the Black Lily Collective.
Yes, yes.
And so I saw them, and she was like one of the artists. She wasn't like the headliner. It was Jazzy Fat Nasty was the headliner of that, but she was one of the artists. And when I saw how great of a performer she was, I was like, man, she needs to be, you know, I really wanted to book her, but like I wasn't able to book her without booking the entire Black Lily Showcase. So I brought Black Lily Showcase to the State of the Union in DC.
You know, they recently took down Jaguar's Jay-Z Unplugged. Yeah, you can't really find it on YouTube. You can find it, but it's going to be like probably up there for a while. But I think Jay-Z somehow has some power to say this does not exist anymore. At first, you could just go watch it,
right?
MTV Unplugged, but you must have called MTV, and I don't know what happened, but you cannot find that on. You know, you cannot find that video. But when people go back, they might think of Jaguar as this person who kind of just goes off and just kind of tells industry secrets or something like that. But no, she was always a dope singer. Yeah. Can you kind of contest to that as far as, you know, seeing a live performance with Jaguar, right? How
she was amazing. Like, I mean, she still is amazing as a singer. And she still has it in her to be a great singer. I never wanted to ever take anything like that away from her. And that's one of the reasons why, like, when I reached back out to her, I was really, you know, trying to work with her and be like, you know, hey, whatever I can do, you know, what you know, she, at that time when I first talked to her, it was about my daughter's father's documentary. But when I met her back in 1998, her performance was so dynamic. It was like, you know, she would like give these stories, and then she would break it down into a song, and man, it was amazing. And then she was outdoing everybody that she was even, you know, with Black Lily, she was outdoing all those people. Yeah. And they were all talented too. This is like back with I think it's James Poisner and all, you know, all those like people were really hot, like Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, and all of them were like just signed to Hidden Beach. Erykah Badu, I mean, Jill Scott was, and you know, you had Kindred Family Soul, the whole OK Player thing. Yes. So that whole thing, that whole like vibe was just something to behold. It was great to be around during that time to see that.
If you were to make a guess as to why she didn't get the same look as Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Mary J. Blige, and things like that, what would you say that guess was?
Well, back then I thought it was because she got pregnant. I thought that her pregnancy had gotten in the way. But as time has gone on, I found out other things about, like, you know, like that, you know, some arguments and things, and like some like things was going on where like a lot of like you know,
do you believe artists could get blackballed in this industry?
Yes.
That is a real thing.
I believe that she did get blackballed, and that's what I was pretty much told by the people, that she got blackballed.
That could be a real
I didn't want to say it. I was like,
you know, we've been in the music industry, and I've actually seen and I've heard the powers that be blackballing artists, where someone has a potential, and then the network of people behind the scenes are saying, don't give that person. I've seen doors shut in front of people just based on phone calls being made.
A lot of people in Detroit, like, you'll see, there's so much talent in Detroit. You wonder why people don't make it that far. It's because sometimes you have a lot of people that might be kind of a little bit wild. You know what I'm saying? And people, you know, when you got millions of dollars on the line, you got to have people that's on. You know, you can be wild, but you got to be able to dial it down and be able to get business done at some point. You know, it can't be just
can't be wild. I mean,
just wilding out.
It's got to be a business too.
You got to be able to, you know, at some point.
That's what they call dial it down and liability, and limited liability. People don't want to have liability off of a person.
Right.
You just wilding out.
At the end of the day, it's an investment. You know.
Right. So you said you mentioned getting back with her. I'm curious because we did an interview with Jaguar right before COVID hit. I think at the end of 2019, maybe beginning of 2020, right before COVID, and that interview just went crazy over time. It just went crazy. When did you get back in touch with her? Like, what was y'all span of not speaking with her till, you know, again, like I said.
You know, I had booked her that event. I had tried to bring her back. I wanted to like do a live show with her. Well, even after like the Black Lily thing, I was trying to keep in touch with her, trying to do a live show with her. But something happened where she wasn't allowed to do that. So then, like, I kind of lost touch with her. I became a DJ. I started being more like traveling as a DJ on my own right, like going around the world and like traveling as a DJ, like going to Africa and different countries on tour. So then, because I had my own DJ tour after that, I put the first female DJ tour together.
Oh,
you know?
dope, bro.
So I was doing that, and then like I ended up like from me doing that, this guy that owned a record label asked me to come because I was in DC.
Yeah,
I moved from DC to Detroit because I was in the military. I was in DC, stationed in DC. Did all that stuff in DC, and then based on me doing it, they asked me to come to Detroit to help this label out.
Yeah,
and so I actually was DJing parties, throwing parties, and I ended up like running into Tight by 10. And then me and him saw her again at an urban organic event that my friend Drake Pfeiffer does. He was the one bringing all the neo soul into Detroit.
Around what year was this?
2005 or 6.
Okay. 20 years ago.
2006.
Okay. While back.
Yeah. But I think before that, no. In 2003, I think I saw her at the African World Fest. And then,
okay, so you're moving around the city.
Yeah, so it's like as time, like I'm seeing her here and there, time go, hey, we reunite, hey, what's up, girl? And then, so I'm like, so when I got with Titus, or by 10, when I got with him, I was like, oh, okay, when we went to go see her, he was happy to see her and everything like that. I was happy to see her. We, it was great, it was cool. So,
and then
like reunited, what's up? Remember,
So to fast forward up until let's say her, recently, again, I think she was, how I met you. I came to your house and was able to meet you. I seen she was already over there. Gerald was already, in her life, and y'all were on a level.
Well, no, like so how I ran back into her was that we were putting together the documentary. And so I was like, okay, well, I know Jaguar was on tour with him. So I need, because Shaka, who was staying at me, because we was doing some business together, he was staying, him and his family was staying at the time. And he was like encouraging me to put together a documentary for Bot 10, right? Yes. Because he's passed away, but may he rest in peace. And he's also my child's father, my daughter's father. So he was like, to bring back his legacy, you should do a documentary. I said, well, it would be good. You already been on Bigo with Jaguar. We should get in touch with Jaguar.
Oh, so that was a Bigo. Shaka was already on Bigo with her.
Yeah, because she and Tokyo Tony had gotten into like the whole Nature Boy thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And they were trying to take down Nature Boy.
Yeah.
And then so I guess that's when they interviewed with Shaka, and then that was the first time that she had met King World.
Okay.
Because King World is like the whole Nature Boy, like take down Nature Boy guy. Like he's dedicated his whole life to taking down Nature Boy. So
with that being said, you already knew Jaguar just through passing and just through the business, but now it's going to be a more intimate relationship as far as working on this documentary. I'm assuming she was already in Texas. I mean, she already been in Texas, like moving around in Texas and stuff like that, in Dallas, and just on the road. She's a road warrior. She's always moving around. But I'm assuming y'all did y'all first meeting to talk about the documentary, just kind of start building relations from there, music, and just like talking, or what was it?
Yeah, we met at a restaurant and we just caught up. She didn't even knew how Titus had passed away.
Wow.
She heard about it, but I keep calling him Titus. Everybody knows him as Bot 10.
Bot 10, yeah.
How Bot 10 had passed away. And she was excited to actually reunite with and get information and we talked about a whole lot of things, and in the first it was like kind of weird because she was like, well, I'm being followed.
Yeah. She was always on.
I was like, you're being followed. And so, she's like, yeah, the cartel or some of some kind of cartel was following her, and that they was watching her and this, that, the other, and if anybody tells you, but it was all cool, like, but just like what we're gonna be doing, just be very careful if anybody reaches out to you, this, that, the other. So, honey, she was looking around. I started looking around. I was scared. You been buying it? I'm going out of the parking lot like, oh shit, what I'm saying?
Okay.
This is an adventure here.
Yeah,
I start looking around. I'm starting my car up, looking in the back seat, make sure ain't nobody about to, put the thing on my.
No. That's a level of excitement to that. I don't know. Man.
So you put it on.
right. A little chloroform. Oh, they got me.
Yeah, chloroform.
So she added that excitement back to life. Like, okay,
Right, like, oh shit.
we got to do this business now or never. Straight Mission Impossible.
Right.
All right, so she put the fear of God in you, and y'all basically.
Man, the story she told me about how we had to back up and pull. Like, I mean, I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
It's about to go down. With Jaguar, right?
So you took a liking to her. I'm assuming, as far as just because again, her her storytelling ability is amazing. Her talent and her personality is through the roof. So
exactly,
she's kind of one of those auras that you kind of gravitate towards no matter what. That's how it was with us in 2019. We just gravitated towards her aura. Now, mind you, with our interview, there was a situation that came out to where she was accusing Common of
putting his dick in her mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, can I say that?
Putting dick in her mouth while she was asleep. Yes,
right.
That's the accusation. I
know a few guys did that to me while trying to. No.
I think
doesn't all guys do that? I thought all guys try to.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Men probably
all guys try to put their dick in your mouth.
I'm gonna take advantage of her if, like, I don't know, man. I don't know how it works, but I would say if somebody is saying, "Hey, I've been with this person before," I'm gonna just put my dick in their mouth while they're asleep.
I think it'd be kind of dangerous. Like, what if you wake? What if she bites down? Like, what if she's having a nightmare?
You mean like somebody's wife?
No, I'm saying, like, why would you put your dick in the mouth in that person's sleep? That's kind of dangerous.
I think they might like the sensation of a good bite. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Like, you wake up. I know. I woke up fighting.
Who knows? So, but we got her on the accusation of that, and that shit went viral. That shit went crazy. So you knew this is a Jaguar that you met though, right? Like she was coming off the roots and all that, and
I was not like as privy. I was not aware of a lot of the stuff that was being said. You know what I'm saying? I saw some of it, like the gossip stuff, but I was not all the way aware.
So you didn't know about the Stormy Monroe fallout, surviving Tasha K. All this was going on like after our interview, which we seen, and we're like, oh, were you aware of any of that? Like the surviving Tasha K? I
did see, I was watching her in her car.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I remember. Yes, that's what she was doing.
So I did not see a lot of the Storm Monroe stuff and the Tasha K stuff.
Okay. All right.
I'm not even sure when those things were.
Which is understandable. I mean, hey, you're trying to worry about the documentary, and
I was like in a whole other world. I was traveling, and because I'm a software engineer.
Yes.
So I did a lot of traveling around, like, for my job. So I was really
definitely
aware.
I have to ask.
But Bigo, but the only reason why I knew about her on Bigo was because of Shaka, and I was on his family on Bigo during COVID.
Exactly. That's
how I like even was like, oh, Jaguar,
There you go.
So I'm like completely oblivious to what's going on.
Yeah, upon meeting her and upon hey, we got to get out of here. People follow me. You got into, I'm assuming, some kind of business with her. I mean, I believe she came to your house. She recorded songs. She was actually like just being there.
She wanted me to be her production manager.
Yeah, I think
she's like, I'm gonna do a show. I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm like, cool.
Was that the show that we worked on, or just?
It was some show that she was about to be doing coming up. It never happened, the show, but
she was going live a lot. Was that from your house?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Everybody would see her like in the living room, and she'd be going live. And
yeah, because what happened is that so because of like carbonation, because I had Shaka at my house, that like started a whole thing with King World, because King World is like the carbonation track down.
Yeah, he's he
tracked down, wherever they going. I know where you're at.
He's Carmen Sandy.
He's finding out where they at, and anything going on with them, he knows what's the eyeball. He is the heartbeat of anything with anybody in carbonation. He knows. He's gonna know.
You think he's just infatuated with carbonation, like he wants to be there or something?
I don't know. I think there was there used to be a whole group called the Takedown, the Foot on the Neck Squad, and it was like a whole group of people that all they did was track down Nature Boy. Like everywhere he went, they look at a tree and be like, okay, that tree is a ficus. from the all your realist Greek, you know, like they break down. Okay, that's only in Dallas, Texas, so he has to be there.
Oh,
you know,
man.
they be like, oh, that building right there, that's the lobby of the such and such. They would be able to like find out. Like he would be in the middle of Costa Rica somewhere, and all he would have in his background would be like trees, and they'd be like, oh, that tree right there, that's the such and such.
Oh,
somehow
man.
they would find out where he was. I don't know how they were doing.
Where in the world is Nature Boy San Diego? Find him.
Yeah.
Gotta find him. Gotta catch him all.
If you actually see, so then they started doing that with other members of Carbonation, like find out where they are in Ohio and you know wherever they are. Like,
sounds like a good game though. It sounds like a fun game of hide and seek and exploration. If I was bored,
it wasn't a game when they started to dox my address because they found out where I was.
Yeah, man, your address is famous now.
My old address.
Your old address is famous.
I moved. I'm like, no, I gotta get the hell out of this. What the hell?
Everybody put that thing out.
Dude.
So I have to ask that for Jag,
it's just been out there.
I'm telling you. So for Jag, as you know, she's recording live in your house and she's going live in y'all. I guess y'all are doing business. Shaka's there. Tell me, there's a time where things were really popping, like as far as the goals and dreams were being made. Again, I came over your house and and met you and stuff, and like. To me, that's a time where things are like, we're about to start doing some things.
Yeah, we're about to do it.
We start talking about documentary after that and things like, so we're getting introduced to you're getting introduced to Jaguars Network. Gerald, he's there too, Goomba.
We were sitting next to each other working on, I'm trying to tell them how to fix the website up to make it. People started contacting me about Philadelphia, about, oh, this ain't working. I'm like hitting them up. Oh, okay, well, this is not working. When the site went down momentarily, I'm like, okay, hey, Gerald, your site's down. You gotta whatever. So I started almost being like their tech support for a second.
Right. So I'll say this: Jaguar came in, gave us a great interview, and then next thing you know, she was the numbers start going a little crazy. And I understand when people are on the internet, they kind of watch and see what their numbers do and see what reaction they have. And the Jaguar's always been big on going to the comments and reacting to the comments and things like that. And I see she started creating, just not saying new ideas, but she wanted to create more content. So she saw a situation where she's like, hey, there's a young lady by the name of Legina Gold that we got to get. She told me, Joker, we got to go get her.
That happened after Solar.
Was that after Solar?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. That was after Solar.
Yeah.
Which is understandable because again.
Because that whole thing went down and
that
whole Solar thing was crazy because she had just met Solar.
Yes. So tell me this. And I'm sorry, I don't want to jump to the Legina, but we're going to get to that. Okay, and thank you for reminding me because yes, I met Solar at your house and you told me, hey, you should know this guy. He's in a thing called Carbonation when he was and look into it. So I looked into it. I said, whoa, we need this story.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah.
But before we can get that story, Solar is in the house with Goomba and Jaguar and yourself, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they were working on music. That's how they did that Welcome to the Circus.
Welcome to the Circus, what it's going to be called, or what it's called. And did you see the relationship building? Like they
started making that music, and it was like they were really vibing. And then me and Shaka were on our way to Detroit to do some stuff with Slum, to talk about some things like the documentary.
Y'all got to dodge. Y'all weren't even there for all the shits.
We didn't get. We was on the phone. Throughout the whole thing. It was like
Gerald was calling us.
Tell that motherfucker to get away from my wife.
So,
he better get away from my wife.
Gerald
we were on the phone like, oh my God.
Gerald made some accusations. He's like, man, we would be there in the house. I would walk to the bathroom. And then Solar and Jaguar would be alone, and he would put spells on her. Do you believe any of that?
I don't believe that. No.
Do you believe any Molly was popped in the champagne or anything like that? I don't know.
So Molly being popped in the champagne.
Well, no, I'm saying what I'm saying is, Goomba made accusations that I think he might have did put something in a drink or something to get her consumed by him. Like she was so consumed. I'm like, I don't know. When you walk around the corner, who knows what happens? Do you feel like Solar did anything to manipulate Jaguar?
No.
Okay.
I think the Solar was just being his the hippie guy that he is. I think
Jaguar might have just
love and happiness and this, all that hippie stuff that he be
on. So she was auntie and he was nephew, and they went out on a trip to Shreveport.
He was too busy worried about Velvet the whole time. He wasn't thinking about Jaguar.
As
He
I'm
trying
sure.
to pop nothing in her drink.
Velvet,
He was so infatuated and in love with Velvet. Huh?
Was Velvet there?
No, they had broke up.
Okay.
She kicked him out.
Okay.
So that's why he had to end up down at my house because she kicked him out. He was home but didn't have nowhere to go. And so Shaka asked him if he could come for a second. He was going to give him a job working where he was working at.
I see.
And then help him get on his feet.
But
then he get it running the Jaguar. And so, they down in Shreveport. He up there crying about Velvet. And they doing... Now, if anybody was doing something, they did something trying to get Solar to get Velvet back. Because I heard they was eating velvet tacos and all this kind of weird manifestation techniques they were doing. Going down to the water and probably praying, trying to all kind of
rewatching
weird.
the Velvet Rope Tour on DVD.
right.
Whatever we can do.
We're sleeping on velvet blankets.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
whatever we can do to get it back.
Right. Like,
So
velvet, like just with V for
V
velvet.
for Vendetta.
Right.
V for Velvet.
V for velvet. And it was just like a velvet fest. So I'm like,
Were you
I don't think they had
surprised
any
about
time for to be like trying to hook up with each other.
The Shreveport incident? Everything that went down. Like you said, y'all were on the phone. Like, were you surprised about any of that? Like, did you see it coming?
No.
So you were just like, what the fuck is going on?
Dude, I didn't realize Gerald was like crazy and volatile with a gun and pistols and stuff and pulling out
he was
pistols.
a long range. You don't know he was a
I didn't know he was.
He spit it in.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
hey.
I promise you, I challenge you to a duel. You know what I'm saying? He's swinging. He's practicing for a duel. You know
I'm telling you. Who would have known?
In the car and on the highway. Like,
who would have known?
Like, just playing with guns and stuff. Like
as it's unfolding, you're hearing like what's going on. You and Shaka.
Yeah.
And of course, I know it spills into the next day, and it's a whole fiasco. But what are your thoughts when you when is it gonna stop? Or you were you trying to y'all fix it?
We were laughing.
Who were you trying to give? Like, hey, like Gerald.
We didn't realize how serious it was because it was like we were like, man, so like we were like kind of laughing like. So leave it. When he say leave his wife alone, you know what I'm saying? No, and then the Solar was like, no, it's just not right, and whatever he was going through, and they just man, and next thing you know, we were in the studio and they were at the barbershop.
So the barbershop
and he's on the phone with Shaka like, tell that nigga get away from my wife, and all you heard is. We were like, oh my God, what the hell is going on?
So
we were, man, that was crazy.
So when you turn on the internet or turn on your phones, you see Jaguar laying on the floor, surrounded by 6-7 cops, and she's screaming.
And Gerald up there like, my wife's on the plane. He got his phone. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, because mind you, you're part like you've seen all this come together at it when it's all working, and now you're seeing it fall apart like in front of your face.
I would have never thought.
Yeah,
it would turn like this. This is crazy. Because I'm like, wow. Because that, it's sad because it was so much potential.
I'm telling you,
so much could have been done.
When I got there and we were talking business and we were trying to document, we had shot already like 2 episodes of Keep It a Bean. It was, man, we were about to take over the world.
Man,
like shit. That's why
I was doing stuff on Philadelphia, doing little interviews. I thought, okay, we gonna do some stuff. I'm like, man, but that situation and that whole like thing with the car and I didn't know. See, and I actually cut into Gerald. Like I was like, dude, Gerald, why was you playing with the gun? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you were in the military. We get taught about training on how to handle a gun. And for you to be twirling around guns in a car, I actually cut into him about that shit.
It's intimidation.
When I got home, I called him like, dude, Gerald, what are you doing?
It's definitely probably intimidation. Like,
and I was in the Air Force. He was in the Army. So we both like veterans out here. So I'm looking at him like, dude, you should know better than
that. Yeah. He should definitely know better than that. I definitely feel he was just in an element that he was just fucking
intimidated by a guy. This dude, come on now.
Man, listen.
Solar.
Everybody, Solar, Jaguar, and Goomba all
they
agreed
was having like a 3-way.
They were just saying that shoulders were being rubbed in the car. Everyone said this.
Like that he was rubbing on their shoulders.
Everyone had different reasons why shoulders were getting rubbed, but
they said they was getting with that.
So no, Solar said he did rub Jack's shoulder and also attempted to rub Goomba's shoulder. Jack said, yes, he was in the backseat rubbing my shoulders, and also Gerald said, yeah, he was rubbing shoulders. So I could see someone taking that as, man, is this man trying to get my girl?
Right? What kind of weird? Yeah, that is.
No, I'm saying it's perception.
And then you got the carbonation element.
Yeah, then you got
he was on that movie with the transgender.
Yeah, it's like it's a
you
lot there.
You don't know what he's trying to like.
You don't know, like
relax, everybody.
Right,
relax
and
your
thumb
mind.
could do something. That thumb could hit a pressure point.
I'm gonna rub his shoulder.
Yeah, also, go.
Trying to dry out. Yeah, loosen y'all up a little bit. Let me combination style.
Right, hey, they got oils and ointments that do that kind of shit. So I can see probably
got a little satchel and shit like that. Yes, rub it into your skin.
But that moment, and again, you're right, because when I talked to Jaguar
for me,
and she did tell me like, yes, no, she did ride around with her son's ashes and things like that. To see what unfolded at the barbershop and it did say like, man, this was, I don't know if we could come back from this. That's even me thinking business. Like, how do you fix this? So even me calling Jaguar, I'm like, man, we could fix this. Let's just figure out a way to
they were supposed to be on the way back to the
come. Yeah, we're supposed to come do a celebration of real life for touching 1 million views and get, we're going to talk about doing new content for Monday.
Right.
And then that never happened. So we were still trying to figure out a way we could still come back from this. But then of course, the arrests, just everything happened after that. When did you and Jaguar's relationship, because I think y'all had friction after that. What happened between y'all? Because I don't think no one knows, as far as, again, people are just not putting a face to your name. But whenever they hear about the Mesquite address and things like that, you're the person who was, your house was where everything was going on at. I think she was leaving your house to go to the barbershop. I don't even know. It was all in the area.
She did.
Yeah.
They did.
They were leaving your house to go to the barbershop to find Gerald and shit. So where did y'all's situation kind of start going like a little left?
When Legina came.
Okay, so we'll go to Legina. All right, so let's do this.
Yeah.
After the Solar incident, Jaguar was still into the mode of let's fix this.
With Gerald, right? Yeah.
With Gerald. She went to jail. She got out.
She went to
she went to the mental facility.
No, she went to Chicago and wilded out at the airport.
Well, before the airport, she went to the mental facility instead of jail. Not loose there. Right. Yeah. She went to the mental facility. She was able to get out after a week, and then she said, "Let's get right back to it." She went to Chicago, clear her head. I talked to her up there for a while. She was just trying to clear her head. Then the incident happened on the way back from Chicago, in which she said, "Hey, there's a person I would want to get out here that I've reached out to, which is Miss Legina Gold, of course." Did she
say that when she was in Chicago?
Yes. She wanted. See? Hey, we're connecting here.
See, because she tried to make it seem like I was the one who knew Legina ahead of time. See, I didn't know Legina.
Oh no!
Who Legina was?
She was on. Legina had already, I think, hit TMZ. It was right at that time.
She was on TMZ. Legina was on TMZ.
She was.
Legina's right here. That's why I'm looking. I'm like, what? She was on TMZ. No,
the only reason that when Jaguar said who Legina was, we only knew it, and we said we agreed to do the interview because of TMZ. Like TMZ reported it. So I was like, I don't know if she probably didn't even know that.
I know.
Yeah, so
I didn't even know.
So when Jaguar said, I got to get her here to Texas quick. So honestly, I don't know if Jaguar was doing it to help Legina or she just saw it as content. Like, we got to get her
she saw it as content.
Okay, yeah, we got to get on the show. Yeah, I think she admitted it. She's like, we got to get her on the show. We got to get on. She's like, I want to get her on my show, but also I want to have y'all interview her as well. And at the time, we told her we're probably not going to interview. We don't know the story. We don't know the story. And then it hit, it was on TMZ. And we're like, oh, okay. If TMZ reported it, I guess we should talk about it. So she brought down, introduced us to Legina. We did our interview. And then, again, from that moment on, I want to touch on this because there was a way to get Legina down here that Jaguar, she called us. She called Real Life and was like, I need y'all to go get her. And I'm like, we're not about to go get her. She's like, is there a way for y'all you have any connects that can get I think Legina was in was it Detroit?
She's in Detroit.
Detroit. Like, is there any connects you got? I'm like, man, I could probably make a couple of phone calls, but I doubt we have those connects. So I believe you might have came into
She texted me that night, hey, you got somebody because Legina's in trouble. She got to get out of there ASAP. So I'm like, oh man.
Did she say why ASAP? Why she had to get out ASAP?
No. And then the next day, it was like, you know, like on some like, you know, it's almost like making it seem like somebody was about like tracking her down, or she had to get out like the mafia. Like she brought the mafia again. The mafia.
The time was coming.
Right. You know, they're coming to get her. The way that she made it seem like it sounded like people were outside watching her door for her to come out the house and was going to gun her down, type of thing, or you know, chloroform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think, and I can't remember, because you know, I think we did send some money to help.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine come and with a gun. It was also snowing, by the way. It was the middle of winter, snowing. Wow. You know, it had just snowed. Like it was a snowstorm, I think, that had hit before, like a few days before that. So it was like full blown Detroit midwinter, cold with snow, etc. going on.
Okay, so
and my friend, in 10 minutes of me calling, drove over there and had her out, because I'm thinking that somebody's really about to get this.
It's time.
And I'm like telling her, well, tell her to run to the truck.
Oh wow.
It's like that. Like I'm like, he got a strap. He ready to fight. He's looking around. We're thinking that this is like a just once again, we on Mission Impossible.
Yeah, it's like that. You know, that's what's been said. That's the theme that's been said. Like, listen, get in there, get out. No, if you see somebody,
hurry up, get in the car. All right. Pull off the car, going downtown, looking back and forth. Someone's pulling up. Listen, you know, we thought that. Listen, we in our mind, this thing was some serious.
So the friend gets her and gets on the road.
And heads down to the Greyhound station.
Okay.
Now, mind you, I don't even realize they didn't even have a Greyhound ticket yet.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I had my friend sitting there for hours while they raised the money on Sean Davy Way and King Payne's platform to raise the money.
Oh wow!
to get a $250 Greyhound ticket.
God damn, easy to know. Okay, so they get her down here, and she comes to your house? Or?
No, she goes to Jaguar.
Okay, so she goes straight to
Jaguar. She takes the Greyhound. Jaguar picks her up, and that was the last I had heard from for a while.
Okay, I believe she came like really the next day, and knocked the interview out. Of course, y'all could go look at that interview. And then, of course, I believe Jaguar had more plans as far as to do just show to keep it being podcast with her. But as I was asking, you said it. Where did it kind of go weird for you and Jag?
So when she went to the police station and got arrested again, I found out that she got arrested, and she got arrested so many times.
Yeah, she did go to police station.
I gotta get the times together.
She went to the police station like raising hell.
Yeah, I think
they just arrested her. Like, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I actually had went to her house and got her medication and brought it to the station. She said she didn't want to take any medication, right? So I end up going back home, and then because I couldn't I was trying to help to make sure that she did not end up going to Lou Sterrett. So I was trying to figure out like what was going on, this, that, the other, right? So then the next day I talked to Regina. She's on her way to get to pay her bond the next morning. You know, she would, because I was like, and I had brought the medication down there because I was like, dude, I know I wouldn't want to be awake in no jail, and most of that medication that they give you puts you to sleep. So I was like,
Legina's here, by the way. I don't know if the people know. Yeah. Legina's here. Legina, I want to ask. I gotta ask you, and you don't gotta go on camera, but you went and paid her bond. Why did you pay her bond, if you don't mind asking?
Because she went out her way to get me out of Detroit. But it turns out it was Genesis the whole time, her connections. But, I felt bad for her. She looked out for me. And, that was my first time bailing anybody out. So I didn't know how.
That was your first time going through the process of bailing somebody out. How much was the bail? How much?
I think it was $150. I didn't have to pay the full amount.
So. It was $150. Our bail was $1,500.
$1,500. 10% of that in Texas. Yeah, $150.
And I was like I had to put my address, but both of my
you got to put your home where you stay.
Because she couldn't use her house. Why couldn't she use her home address?
They just needed like 3 people, 3 references.
Oh,
They
3
needed to find
references,
her.
right? So I
30.
had to so I gave my address, another one of my addresses, and then she had the home address. So she was bonded to like 3 different places, 2 different places of mine that I had, and then that one.
So as far as she's bonded out, she must have felt you did something wrong, or
No,
yeah, but say because why
she
does
came to my house right after she got out of jail.
oh did y'all had some words?
We got into it because I
Wow.
was telling her, because when she was in jail, now it was a whole thing that went down with her mom and make sure that they had no groceries and everything like that. And Tokyo Tony got involved and they helped out to make sure her mom and them ate and stuff like that. You know.
So Genesis was the one that was helping like me get a Jag out since day one. So she been telling me things about Genesis behind her back. So she already been had a problem with her.
Can't do that, man. That's that's the person who helped get you. So you had allegiances to 2 people that you didn't know, and now you're like kind of okay.
Yeah. So when she went to go when Gina went to go bail Jaguar out, I had her come to my house because I was like, well, it's a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? So she came to my house and I had her like, kind of, well, okay, by the way, I'm a Santero.
Okay. Yes.
I'm a priest, right?
Yeah,
in the Lukumi religion. And I was in my year in white. So anybody normally that comes around me has to, especially when you have a lot of like negativity. So I was like, it's a lot of negativity going on. So maybe we should I had her go take a spiritual bath. You know what I'm saying? And I put her in some white clothes. And when Jag got out the next day, I had her. She was drunk, drinking and stuff online, and was talking to people online. I said, Jag, get off of there, talking like that, and just come over to my house. And she came to my house. She stayed outside for a second, fell asleep. Then she came inside. The next day, I was trying to get her to go see the Babalao. The reason why I was trying to do that is because the governess had put out a thing. This lady named the governess. She was a person that actually predicted Mo3's death.
Yes.
And I think she was like a spiritual advisor for Mo3 or something.
I remember that. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And at some point, she was also working with Jaguar Wright. I'm not sure what happened between them, but the governess had put out a warning to Jaguar that she needed Legina to send her back to Detroit, this, that, the other with Goomba, or or this, that, the other. You know what I'm saying? And the next day she's in jail, right? So I'm like, girl, you need to go see the Babalao because that lady put a spell on a hex on you and stuff. And she's a witch or something. I'm not sure whether she's a witch or she's practicing voodoo or what she practices. But I'm like, whatever she's putting on you, it's very ironic that the day that you and Tokyo Tony get to talking about that and what she did, the next day you're in jail you go up to the police station and you end up in jail.
Very ironic.
The next day.
I mean, you can't leave the police station. You can't just say, let me get out of here. Let me control my temper and my emotions and just walk out.
Yeah, because when people start putting work on you, it messes with your thought.
Yeah, it's internal. Yeah, it's not it's not outwardly. It's inner.
So I'm not sure what the governor said is that at some point Jack had tried to kill her or something like that. I'm not sure what she did, but I'm not sure if she did some work, But the governors felt like that Jag had targeted her a certain way, and so she had it out for Jag. So she put work on Jag, and she admits to putting work on Jag and Goomba, so that Goomba and Jag could be separated, and then Goomba and Legina could be separated, and then basically, So
at this point, you said witch doctors, mafia, the government, Jay-Z. There's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people against Jaguar.
At this time, man.
So I'm like, you need to go see a Babalao because so a Babalao in Ifa religion, okay, let's get into that, is basically, you have Orunmila, who in our religion, who is the Orisha of divination, right? And Orisha is like the basically forces of nature, right? So the force of divination, right? And what happens is that what we believe is that when you come on this earth, you were given a destiny, and you have a specific, you were told everything that was going to happen in your life, but when you came on this earth, you forgot. So what divination does is help you remember and to keep you on path and tell you whether you're on path or off path. So I'm like, you are clearly off path. Clearly this is not the right. You need to go see a Babalao so you can get on path.
That didn't work.
The next day, the work that lady did was too strong. I couldn't get her to go see the Babalawo.
Okay, so wait, y'all had an argument.
So we had a full argument, and I'm in my year in white. So I'm still a new priest. I'm like a baby in the religion, right?
Yes.
Like someone like if you get born again and you're supposed to be you just now starting to learn about, it's the same thing in the art, but we have a whole year in white where we're like restricted to, certain things. You have to wear white all the time. Long story. So I'm not even allowed to argue or anything. But she got me out of character because she started going off because she was trying to teach Legina how to sing, and I'm trying to get her to see the Babalawo. And I'm like, dude, your priorities, like you can teach her how to sing anytime. You got work being done on you. You're getting put in jail. You need to go see a Babalawo to find out what work she has done and what you need to do to get it off of you. But she was not down. She was not trying to hear it.
So she just stormed out and saying, F
no,
you?
She cussed me out and you like a fool. Look at you. Look at everybody. We're live right now, Genesis. We're live.
Oh, you were live at the time.
She was live teaching Legina how to sing.
And the argument was going on live.
The Babalawo is 75 years old. We gotta respect his time. If he says he's gonna do something, we gotta be there on time, right?
Yes.
We're live.
Oh man.
I'm teaching her how to sing. She's learning how to sing. I'm like, dude, who gives a fuck about her singing when you got all this witchcraft and shit being done to you, and you're going crazy, going to a police station and going to jail, and you got something put on you that I found out now is supposedly help her make her spiral. Unless she probably could get it removed. I don't know, but yeah she got something put on her that's gonna have her spiraling down, and she don't even realize it. I'm trying to get it off of her, but I'm the enemy. I'm the bad guy.
Does that make it harder when the argument is live? Because again, when you put things on the internet for the world to consume, it's hard to take back something that was said privately. Do you think that kind of really messed it up? Just because it was on the internet that she was saying these things or just having words about you and with you?
Honey, I didn't even care. I was sitting red at that point, because I'm like, dude, she was yelling at me in my own house. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to not argue with her because I'm not supposed to argue during my year in white. I'm supposed to keep a
docile.
I gotta stay iwapale, keep all this, keep calm, right?
Yes.
And not get.
She's trying you. She pushing it.
Honey, you know what I'm saying? And I have look. My head Orisha is Oya, and Oya is like a fiery. I'm a very fiery person. I will go off. I'm a Gemini. I will flip out. You know what I'm saying? And I had to control all that. I'm like, dude, I had to leave my own house. Came back. She was still there. But and then she still said some old bullshit to me. And I'm like, okay, Jag.
Okay, so I'm assuming she ends up leaving and the Jaguar goes off to do her own thing. I think they go to Arizona.
Music. They made some music, made another song, she made some song with Shaka and them.
Yes, she did.
And it was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I was able to step away for that magic to happen.
Okay. This is before she went to Arizona for a little while in the car situation? Or is after the car?
That was after.
Okay.
Gina, you weren't in. No, that was after.
Okay, yeah. So that was all that. In that situation, I'm gonna leave that over there because that was a whole.
Yeah, I think that Arizona and Chicago are connected, right?
Yeah, I think that it was all. Yeah, there was.
The reason why she ended up in Chicago and Detroit was because of the car blew up in Arizona, right?
Yeah, had to go.
Yeah, so that whole thing was all.
So at this point, Jaguar, she's doing her thing again. We talked to her a couple more times. I just have to ask you because she does end up getting, going to jail in Louisiana as far as moving around while she was, I think she was in a hotel pool or something, and they ended up coming and grab her, and taking her away. And that was when I think her and her husband was really on the outs. They was really going back and forth and kind of just going back and forth, and it was like really just kind of getting crazy. Did you have any thoughts or any play into like what was going on then? Were you just like kind of removed from it all? Like, hey, I'm still over here. Jaguar, good luck over there.
Basically. And, we were cool. We was all right. We was distance though. It was like, we cool, but we cool here. We only cool. we cool.
Yeah.
So she doing her thing. I'm doing my thing. So Gina still kept in touch with me, And I guess she started to feel uncomfortable with what was going on with the whole street.
Because Legina was moving around with Jack.
Yeah, yeah. And I think Jack
houses and
wanted Legina to go to Shreveport with her.
Yes.
And Legina didn't feel comfortable with going to Shreveport.
Yeah.
She didn't want to stay and she didn't like Shreveport. I mean, actually, Legina, you can explain to your own self.
Legina, I'm bringing you back on for a quick second. How was your time in Shreveport moving around with Jack?
Man, it was intense. It was intense because I was around when Gooba was around, so I seen their relationship. Me and her was, starting to get into it with each other, so I just didn't appreciate it, and I felt like it was because her enemies was my enemies at that point, and all that paranoia stuff. I was intense. I was tired of it and her drama, so I reached out to Genesis, and I'm like, "Yo, can I come stay with you?" Because I feel like me and Jaguar, we're gonna argue, and I don't want it to get to that point, but I know myself, so I might just notify her. So I'm like, I gotta go. So it just got more weird with her, like how she did treated Doom, but she was trying to talk to me crazy, and I had to talk to her crazy and all that. So me and her, I reached out to Genesis because we were still cool, despite her trying to make me and her not talk to each other, because I did appreciate everything Genesis did for me. And Genesis did a lot for both of us. She did a lot for all of us, her mom, her son. She did a lot for us. And I'm like, yeah, she's a friend to me. So no matter what you say about her, she was a friend to me. So I'm like, so she said I can. So I was still in Shreveport. So I end up we got into it that same day. I feel like she was trying to do some weird work on me.
Because Jack at that point was dealing with candles, right?
Yeah, she wanted me to pick up something from her room because she ended up having get in a different room. And then she was like, I want you to go get it. I'm like, I'm not about to stop what I'm doing to go get it. So her son ended up getting it. So getting the candle. And then he was like, you know what? If my son get hurt because of you and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Right.
So get hurt from touching the candle?
Right. But I think we was in New Orleans, so she probably had work done somewhere. And I'm like, from all your dramas, I'm like, yeah, you probably did something. So
she was taking nude baths with the candles. I seen her mom bust in. She got angry with her. Was that going on?
Yeah. So she ended up you remember the alarm that kept happening? She kept lighting them incense, and it was mess with our sleep. And then it was just a lot going on, and I feel like she would have us go outside somewhere in there, some water, some side of the road somewhere, and just look at people going live. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't watch you look at other people talk about you and your relationship and stuff like that. So it was just getting weirder and weirder. So I'm like, nah, she getting kind of crazy.
So your goal was, of course, to just get back to something more normal for you. Genesis, I'm assuming she reached out to you and said, "Can I come?"
Yeah.
And you said, "Go ahead and come."
Sure.
And as you see, she's still here, very sane, very very normal.
Right.
So you reached out, and it's very hard when people don't have someone to reach out to or don't know who to reach out to and just get a yes. Can I get? I know there's people right now just in crazy situations. I have no one to call and go to, and you're being there, which going to take us to the next part of this, which I want to talk about. Kind of the way you brought in people of even carbonation. But before we get there, Jaguar did actually have an extended stay in Louisiana and then come back to Lusteric, and then she got out, and of course she's now out in the world. Have y'all had any contact since in regards? Is there anything that have y'all kind of do anything?
No, she's mad because I was the one who called the police to get her arrested. So basically what happened is that my name was on the bond. She began to say something when Legina decided she did not want to stay with her no more, and she came back to town. Now, meanwhile, she dropped her mom and her son off at my house and said, "I'm going to get my husband." I didn't know whether she was going to
get him back or going to
go get him back. Now, they're apart from each other. He's at I thought he was at his mom's house, but come to find out, I guess her husband. She went to a lake, and I guess the husband was at the lake, met her at the lake, but I didn't know that. So the mom is sick. She's tired because they've been driving on the road all day long. She wants to go home. We're calling her. She's not answering the phone, nothing like that. I don't know what's going on. So I end up having to bring her mom and her son to her house out there. And we didn't know whether the lights were off or anything like that because they were supposed to get evicted. They knew they was going to get evicted, right?
Yeah, they had some time for it.
They had a small amount of time to get it together and get out of there and move wherever they was going to move to. So Regina decided, well, I'm going to stay with you. I'm not going to go to the house with them. So I dropped her mom and her son off. Regina decided to come with me back to my house. Jaguar comes back to get her mom and everybody like that. Now, imagine, I didn't even know she was coming back because she made all of them take all their clothes and everything and unpack them. So I don't know whether she was going to come back and unpack and stay at my house. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
It might have been that they was going to they were
Yeah,
unpacking
the communication wasn't
because
there
they probably were getting evicted. They probably didn't know, and they probably needed to stay at my house.
Yeah, but
nobody was
communicating,
telling me nothing. You know, I wouldn't have turned them away. It's your mom.
Right. I'm sure she didn't want to
to.
have to stay there, but you know, it's who knows?
Most of my friends know that I'm the one that, if anything happens, that they can come and. You know what I'm saying? That's unfortunately the person that I tend to be. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, I'm going through it. We call Monica. You know, so she knew that. So that's probably what she probably was thinking, and that's fine. But her mom was like, "No, I want to go back to the house."
Right.
So I took him back, and then that whole thing with her, she probably felt like I had double crossed her in some kind of way, or I don't know. But really, that's really what happened.
So that's it. And then,
but she began to at that point start to badmouth my child's father, say that I was there and I killed my child's father. She told us, so we never was friends and this, that, the other. I don't know why you put yourself on my, bond. We was never, just talking shit. She talking
I started seeing the
shit.
hashtags with your name coming out. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, wow.
She started talking shit about me, like on thing and just being a bitch. And I'm like, dude, what? Like, I don't know who you think I am.
Right. So did you throw your
So
hands
you think
up
you're
at
gonna say
that
all this shit about me and I'm not gonna do nothing? Like, I mean, you gonna I'll just talk about me. People think I'm a pushover. You got me fucked up. Like, dude, you don't get to say all that shit on what? So take my name up off this shit.
Right.
How do I remove my name up off this bond?
Right.
They said that she had to be arrested. I said, okay.
So they thought
So she's sitting at pool.
They thought it was King World.
King World and them was followed. They knew
had
where
the location.
they had her
they
location.
find people. Yeah, they Carmen Sandiego.
Exactly. They find people. And they was online talking about her whereabouts. And I contacted King World. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Where's she at?
Yeah.
And I found out, said, okay, well, this is where she is. Remove my goddamn name off of this shit. Because you don't get to talk shit about me. And I'm the reason why you're even. I'm like a witness on some shit.
Yeah.
I'm sending money to bread to your mom. I'm the one helping out. But I'm not your friend. Are we not friends? So what the fuck is that? Now she done did the same thing to other people. People done got her out again, and she done tried to set them up or something stupid. I don't even know if it's true or not, but
but you've been removed from the situation.
I'm off.
Her mom, I think, went back up north. Her son went to stay back with dad. I think she's moved on, and
God bless her.
You haven't had no contact with her since.
No.
Okay, well, anyway, with that being said, definitely God bless them all. God bless the situation. I hate, again, we were at such a high, and then all of a sudden,
much could have been done.
So much could have been done, and then the Shreveport incident, just kind of things just went so left, and I hate that.
I do too because I don't like to fail.
Right.
At anything I do. You
we
know
only
what I'm
got
saying?
so much time in this world. Like, put time into something that just fails.
You wanted to actually, because the whole documentary was really the thing.
Yeah.
And then she ended up talking shit about my daughter in the documentary, and I mean, like, really?
Oh man. So
she telling people that what'd she say? You don't even tell your daughter about her father. She gets that voice. Yeah, you don't even tell her about your father.
Shit. I can see.
You know what I'm saying?
And we are going to touch on the documentary, but before we get there,
she does that. She calls me Toots now.
Oh, Toots.
Yeah, that's the new thing. Toots.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. Everything goes to a movie. It's like The Wizard of Oz. Like, I think that's like Mel's Diner. Yeah, like, hey, Toots. Dude, what film was you watching? Black and white over the week while you was in jail. Was it like the black and white film?
It was a
TCM
Turner Classic Movie Night. Yeah.
I just picture her like with some chewing gum with her hand on her hip. Yeah, what's going on, Toots?
Big Tracy.
Just chewing gum at you.
Oh my God. Action Comics. All right, so I will say this, because you did bring Legina back into the fold and take care of it. That has been your nature. Before we even talk about carbonation, as far as you kind of bring them in, what is that about your nature as far as being able to help people in need and giving them place stay. Because most people don't like people in their comfort zone, in their home. But you have been able to allow people, and we're going to go all the way through there, but allow not only the Carbonation members, but from Jaguar, Goomba, Legina, like you allow people in your home. What is that about you that is so receiving of people in your personal space?
I don't know. You know what? It is that I have always been, my house has always been the house that people come to and hang out at and do this. Even when I was in Detroit, I was like the place where everybody.
Like, hey, you got to go home now.
And like what happened is that like for a lot of like I've been homeless before. I was a homeless.
You did say that.
When I was a
you got to go through it to know it.
Yeah, like so when I was like 13 years old, my stepfather was he was a crackhead, and he was cooking some crack or something like that on the stove and burned our whole house thing down. You know what I'm saying?
God.
And so people helped me. I was like a street kid. People like gave me somewhere to go. You know what I'm saying? Like my parents were living in a van, and I would play, and people would give me somewhere. Like they wouldn't just let me just be out there like that.
So you've seen people help.
I've
you know that feeling of
and
having.
When I left the military, you know what I'm saying? They just kick your ass out. When it's time to go out the military, they don't be like, oh, let me just set you up with a nice apartment.
It's like prison.
They open up the gate. Yeah, like and let me get that ID off of you so you never come back again. Like don't come back to the base.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? And it'd be in the hood. They like let you out. Most military bases by the hood. They let you out in the hood. People, you know what I'm saying? Music and shit going like hip hop music playing and stuff. You know the scene whenever they show
the car come by bass and
like you looking around with you got your military bag and it's like
you gotta figure it out.
Man.
So I'm just curious, for the Carbonation situation, Shaka, I believe from what I know, Shaka, his family, Solar Velvet have been at your house. Yeah. Any other Carbonation members?
No.
Okay.
Just those in all situations, like so Shaka and Solar were friends, are friends. Velvet and Azine are friends. But I think that also the thing happened where Velvet had at one point dealt with them before. So there was like a whole thing going on where they were really in communication with each other. So when their relationship got messed up, but Shaka's in touch with everybody from Carbonation.
Yes, he is. He said that he was.
So it's like,
what are your thoughts on Carbonation? First, did you have knowledge of them from years ago?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts about Nature Boy, the Carbonation situation, just in general?
I think it's a shame. It could have been so much. It could have been something.
So you thought it was a good thing that was happening?
It could have been something. If Nature Boy wasn't a narcissist and they actually did what he was saying when he first set out to do, like go live off nature and go like and live in a when he first started, it was not carbonation, it was called melanation. Yeah, melanation, yes. And it was about living off grid and living closer to the equator and not in the sun and taking care of your body and this, that, the other. Now that's when if it would have stayed that and not gotten weird and sex cultish and all that other crazy stuff, that actually could have worked.
So you could see like 1,000 people out there in the jungle. You could have saw that. Or you think it only work in a small group of people?
Probably different groups. Okay, you know, people in Africa do it all the time.
Yeah, there's tribes.
I think that's
as a tribe, it could have worked.
That's why I was interested. It intrigued me, and I followed it. You know what I'm saying? Right. From when he first started off, all the way till he got arrested, I actually followed the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it just started to take a weird turn, and like people started to like, okay, well, this is abuse, and I started to see them. They couldn't get on the plane because their underarms was stinking and all kind of weird stuff. And all, just kind of, it got like more dramatic and really crazy. Yeah. Then he telling everybody to poop on the tree. And I actually had called him, like he said they would make them say, you have to give your what did he say? Give it to the earth, give it back to the earth and you find a tree. Instead of going to the bathroom, you go to find a tree and poop on it.
Which is, I guess, makes sense. I mean, animals do it. Cows shit in the field and it fertilizes the ground, I guess. I
don't think human shit is the same because cows eat
honestly
grass.
I personally don't know where the shit go.
Humans eat other flesh. Cows eat grass, so it's like basically eating and re-putting the grass back into the ground. Human beings eat
Cows.
meat and like yeah. So I don't think that this
Putting the cow back in the ground.
it's poisonous. If we poop on that, it's gonna probably die.
That's real. I can see that.
So like no, not the
I can see
same
that. I can see that.
thing. Even though they must be supposedly vegetarian and all that, not like the concept could have been great.
Right.
How it turned out, and it was actually to me like an interesting like case study, right?
No, it is. I'm all about the psychology of human beings.
Yeah, me too. So I'm watching this stuff go down. I was like, I had my popcorn every time they would go on live. I was like, man, this is crazy as hell.
So when they invited a white woman in there, were you like, wow, the melanation didn't turn to?
They had a few white people there.
I know.
Then the BBC came and they got their white lady. They said, no, we're not fixing to do that. No. Not with Sue.
So of course, Nature Boy's in jail. He got hit with a bunch of charges. People, I guess they say they escaped, or however it was. It went left. How did you get?
He started getting weird at the end. Well, he was already weird.
Well, no, Jelma said he started drinking. Hennessy started getting involved. And that really unleashed the beast.
Well, he already had a beast because he had already beat on his mama. So it was already
going on
inside.
It's just the Hennessy. You're able to hide it, when the camera's on. But the alcohol makes your true nature and out of character in your decision making go out the door.
I think they got that fentanyl weed when they went to Atlanta.
Yeah, they might have.
Because he started acting crazy. He had them painting stuff on their face, 3, 3, 3, 3, and making up these doing all this kind of weird stuff. I'm like, what is going on? They went on Sonetta TV, y'all. Now Sonetta TV is a huge platform, right? And instead of them doing something that really makes sense, they up there 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. They would ask them a question, and Sonetta would ask them because Sonetta is all about scholarship and breaking it down, having debates about religion,
educational.
And they went up there and act like a bunch of fools up there.
That'll do it. It'll put the eyes on them. Like, okay, we gotta see what the hell's going on over here.
I think people thought they was a joke after that. Like, really? Oh, that was when it started to decline. Okay. Because it stopped being about. It was more entertaining when I think that when he started to try to make it about entertainment, that's when it started to not be entertaining anymore. It's like, dude, when you guys are just being yourself and actually really trying to beat the knowledge and stuff like that and was failing at it, people were more interested in that. But when you're trying to come over here and put on a show.
When you showed me the videos, and again, I don't know what the time frame is happening, but when I seen him having, him telling I can have these men hit each other, they'll carry me to my bath, watch this man rub my feet. And that's when I started saying, "Whoa, this is very cultish."
He was trying to stage it too damn hard. I think all that shit was staged.
Yeah, and
he was trying too hard to go viral. Every moment he was trying to do was trying to blow it up and try to make it more sensationalized.
That COVID money.
And if he would have just stuck to his original thing, he wouldn't even be. I don't even think he. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know where to be. It's
because it was too weird. It was too much. They was beating each other's ass and fighting each other and he was getting other women to beat each other up. And so I think he was doing that even when they was doing the knowledge. So
once you start putting babies in certain people, it's like, okay, all right. Wait a minute now.
Right. Why do all the gurus start getting freaky? Man, all the gurus get freaky at some point. And it's always some weird freaky shit with kids.
We got to do a case study on that. Why do they be up until a point then
then they get freakiness. Yeah, it's like the freakiness. They say, you know what? I'm at the top of my thing. The freakiness got to come out. I got to come out. Freaky, baby. They got freak me, baby.
It'd be a song.
They up and down.
I can't go back.
Right. I got to get freaky with it.
I'm here now.
It's too much knowledge and too much spirituality. It's some freakiness got to.
That's interesting.
Creep its way into it.
Yeah,
every cult leader gets freaky.
We got to go through history and see just how freaky shit got with every cult leader.
Every single cult leader. I swear to gosh, everyone got some freaky. They always demised by the freakiness. Man. They'll have everybody on their side, and then all of a sudden, some freaky little wild freakiness that'll start kicking in. They start doing some weird stuff, making people uncomfortable. Doing weird stuff with their followers.
They can't control it. It gets a little crazy. So after Asden, how did you and Shaka link up? Was it through music? Was it through just Bigo?
I met him on Bigo. Because it was during COVID and I was actually in the hospital. I damn near died having a baby. And it was during the winter freeze, it was for 2 weeks. We didn't have no lights or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so I didn't realize my blood pressure was like 200 over 100. So I started having chest pain. And so I went to the hospital and they were like, oh, you are about to have a seizure. You know what I'm saying? You're about to die. You know, a stroke, seizure. So they started putting pads around because I'm like, and I'm the whole time I'm like, oh no. I'm good. We don't have to do this. We don't. Because I'm like, we gotta take that baby. Like, no. I'll be all right. I'm fine.
Right.
Look at me. I can get up right now. They're like, no, you're about to die. You know what I'm saying? They started padding up the thing around my head. So for this seizure that was about to kick in, that if my blood pressure goes up 1 more inch, that this seizure is about to kick in right here. And so I had to have a emergency C-section. I had to deliver the baby. He was only like 7 months. So that's why I wasn't trying to. I was only 7 months, you know.
Wow.
So while I was in the hospital, I was in ICU for 2 weeks. So only thing and I had COVID.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I had COVID. My baby was getting born, and my blood pressure preeclampsia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was in ICU
God.
for like 2 weeks.
And what Shaka was?
They were on Bigo.
Okay. So
and that was my entertainment, just watching Bigo.
So I'm just curious, real quick. I mean, you already said why Shaka came down. You were able to provide him a place to kind of a refuge. You have mentioned that Solar and Velvet both did an interview up here the same day. You told him not to do the interview. You said, "Hey, y'all shouldn't do this interview."
Yeah.
I'm curious, why not? Why didn't you want them to do that interview?
Because one, it wasn't. First of all, they didn't have any reason.
No, go ahead.
They didn't have any reason to do the interview. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, they weren't selling nothing. There was nothing really to be. There's nothing that they built. Like, I feel like if you're gonna be putting yourself out there, you need to have like something, a reason that you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, I felt like it was too premature. You know what I'm saying? They had just broken up, and they wasn't even. The only reason why he found out that she was pregnant, and so they were still like on the outs. They were still trying to prepare their relationship.
Did they stay at your house at any point in time?
For 2 days, they stayed at my house. Were
they getting freaky in your house? Did you hear?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I know he was like, I can't wait till she get here.
Oh man!
Find the corner.
Right. That's where they were, in a corner in like a little small room.
Oh,
that's wild. But no, I hope not, because the children was in the in there with them. So I hope that they wasn't doing those.
But you say he found out that she was pregnant?
Yeah, and so everything was actually going good. I thought I had put her in touch with her mother and all kind of stuff. And, well, no, I didn't put her in touch with her mother. She was in touch with her mother. I was trying to encourage her to get on her feet, do this, do that, and then it's almost like when she found out she was pregnant, it's almost like all that went out the window. You know what I'm saying? And I think that she probably felt pressured to try to make it work with him because she was pregnant.
Let's see.
And that's an easy thing because I've been through that before.
You gotta want to. And plus, again, when they did the interview, he looked like he was wanting to really be there for her kids with Nature Boy's daughter. It looked like he wanted to be there. Like, hey, this is the new family. But I understand what you said about prematurely.
It was too premature. It's like you guys just got into it. You know what I'm saying? And there was a whole thing that happened the night. Before. So, to me, I was like, maybe that's not a good idea to be jumping on the platform. Y'all don't have no real
nothing to push, nothing to what
it's
reason?
Not stable.
What's the reason? Yeah,
you're married, so is she.
Yeah, you got to.
So that's already what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Then, get a divorce first.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how about that? And then be together for a little bit of time. Then, if y'all want to come back, the platform's still gonna be here.
Hey, man.
Then y'all do it. Okay. Well, let me introduce our children, and we've been together for a year. We both got divorced. Now you got something to talk about. And then here's our platform. It's been up, and we've been doing this, doing that. Here's our website. Now you got something to talk about. But the whole thing was just all happening in chaos. So to me, to go on a platform when you're in the middle of chaos is just not. It doesn't. It's like, what are you doing? And then two weeks later, you've broken up, and y'all hate each other. And now you got this thing out here where you guys looking like you guys are a big old happy family in love with each other. But you can already see on her face, if you actually watch the interview, her facial expressions didn't look happy. It looked sad, and
man,
it was exuding like uncomfortableness and all type of things I was seeing.
All type of things, man. Well, again, I wish the best for them. I do want to give you an opportunity to discuss. Again, we talked about doing a documentary for Batim. Can you discuss for those people who may be at home and not know who your child's father was, and just as far as the overall thing you're gonna push and what you're gonna do, and kind of everything that you were trying to put forward there? Can you let the people know who even Batim was, as far as the world who may not know?
So Batim was a part of a group called Slum Village. And if you ever heard of Slum Village was a part of. It was a 3-person group with Jay Dilla, Batim, and T3. And you had Elzai, who joined the group when Jay Dilla passed away. Jay Dilla was a really well-known producer who was known for work with Tribe Called Quest, Erykah Badu, a bunch of different artists, like even Janet Jackson. He made the song, the beat to "Got Till It's Gone." Cause you don't know what you got.
Oh yeah.
He did the beat for that. He's done a lot of great stuff, like with Far Side.
Yeah,
he did beats for them. So Jay Dilla is a really prolific producer, and his I think that he should have been got his flowers. Well, he's getting his flowers now. I think Questlove is doing a documentary about him, and so we saw that Questlove was going to do a documentary on him, and so we were like, we should do a documentary on Batim. Now, Batim was one of the original members of Slum Village, and he was actually a really well-known MC who could rap in Hebrew, rap in Hebrew and different languages and stuff like that. He was really into metaphysics, and he was like the spiritual they were a part of this thing called the Order of Divine Reality, where they really into metaphysics and Tantra and the Kabbalah and different things like that. So when he first, when Slum Village came out, they were kind of like a conscious group. But he also had a lot of enlightenment.
No, definitely very, very, very talented. What was the cause of his passing?
Well, when at first it was undeclared, but eventually they put it as a cocaine overdose.
I see.
Yeah.
Was that prevalent in his life, as far as
No, he was a spiritual person, but I think the music industry, I think that the influences, people, because when that backstage life, you're gonna run into people, with different substances and things like that, that you normally wouldn't. You go overseas, people are doing stuff, you're trying out, do things, this, that, the other, So I think that just from being in different places, especially overseas will get you.
Yeah, no, definitely.
They'll get you. Yeah. They'll get you experimenting on some stuff sometimes.
Yeah, because you're already experimenting going over there.
Yeah,
the whole going overseas is an experiment for a person born in the States.
So I've heard stories about him being overseas. That's part of the reason why I wanted to go into do the documentary, so people could understand him beyond just that this person was a dancer. He was a great singer, writer, rapper. He was not a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? Now, what happened, I think, is mental illness kicked in, probably due to some of the drugs. But I also think that there's also a history of family mental illness as well. So I think that the depression and things like that was kicking in too, and he was probably self-medicating at some point. And it came to the point where a lot of the combination of mental illness and then the drug, the fact that Detroit and the whole Detroit, so where he lived, where he was at, everybody knew him. He was in his 6 Mile area, you know what I'm saying? And people know him. They know him from Slum Village, but they
yeah. I'm curious, what now is the direction that you want to take? I know we talked heavily as far as trying to put something together to just have a starting point, get some writers in there, and just trying to see what kind of documentary it should be. But Can you speak on what it is now and kind of what you wanted to do? If you wanted to take a different avenue or kind of just maybe waiting?
Yeah, so I want to do something with my daughter, and I want her to be able to talk to people and learn about her father,
That's amazing.
At first,
That's
when I was creating the documentary, I wanted to be, just his friends celebrating his life.
Right.
Getting people, like I said, Jaguar, going to people that toured with him and getting different accounts and stories. And I thought that would be really cool. But I think it's a important thing to like actually go into like, how or, where she could find out more about her father,
To document her daughter finding out about her father in itself is again interesting to watch, as far as, she's unfolding as it's being documented, what she unfolds about, what people will say. So no, I think that might be an even more interesting direction.
Yeah, and see, she's autistic, right? And so is her brother. And I believe that that he was probably also autistic. So I want to like actually delve into like some of this, like some of this that was going on. That like imagine like you have the music industry, right? And you have all these people that really have a lot of mental illness, right?
Right.
But they're great at music, and that's why you can easily take advantage of them. I believe that there's a lot of autistic people in the music industry, a lot of autistic people in entertainment, right? They might be really laser focused and great at doing their art, but then they're easily taken advantage of, right? Because you can easily direct them in any type of way, like, okay, go do this, go do that, right?
Oh, exactly.
So I wanted to like actually even examine that at one point,
Yeah,
like
that in itself is, I mean, yes. I don't know if there's already studies out there, but you're right.
I wanted to do that. I
Especially
wanted
in
to get
our
into that. Like how many people in the entertainment are autistic?
That's true. Definitely.
Are they in or even had an IOP, ADHD, or any of that kind of like borderline, like or mental illness or whatever?
Right. Something
that
diagnosed.
That is the entertainment industry taking advantage of that.
Man, that's powerful itself. Speaking of the entertainment industry, I definitely want to touch on your history. Again, DJ Genesis. You are a DJ of almost 3 decades, probably more.
Yes.
Mostly in Detroit. As far as coming up, where did you come up? Like, where were you kind of getting your ground started from as far as learning?
I started off in the military, learning how to DJ. I was gonna be like an actual DJ. Like,
you mean like as in the infantry goes in, you was going like.
Nah. Everybody shoot like, get on the ground like, I'm like, like, like how they used to start with the drums and everything. I'm like in the front with a DJ. I'm DJ.
I'm telling you.
No.
But you learned it in the military.
I wanted to be like a it was these competitions called a DMC, DJ mixing competitions.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like that.
Okay. Definitely.
Like DJ, there's a guy named DJ Ghetto. Like there's like chicka invisible scratch pickles, like the ones that like mix it and like do all the tricks and stuff. I wanted to be like that kind of DJ, but then I got introduced to the techno scene, I became like a techno and house DJ because my friend Alicia.
Techno, is that like EDM? Is that a little bit of?
Before that, it was called techno, and there's house music, there's techno, there's drum and bass. Those are like the categories. They just labeled it all EDM now.
Techno is what you get when you go into a Vegas club, pop a Molly, and just.
Lord have mercy. Yeah. But fist pump. There's techno and there's Detroit techno. Detroit is where techno started from. So when
I didn't know that. That's dope.
And it actually is three black guys that that started in three different ways. You got like Kevin Saunderson, Derek May, and Juan Atkins. But Kraftwerk is where they really got it was a combination of like disco and Kraftwerk and different like African Bambaataa. So all those different things kind of merged into like this thing called techno.
Oh wow!
That came out in like the early 80s.
So you chose 90s. To lean towards techno.
More house and actually drum and bass. Okay. And then what happened is the more I began to DJ and get into be from Detroit and being a part of Underground Resistance, I would kind of mix the techno with the house and the neo soul and R&B type of stuff.
And that was able to take you on tour as you had you and a bunch, like you said, a bunch of women DJs. It paid the bills being a DJ, or is that just something you did on the side?
Oh no! My whole being a DJ was everything.
Yeah, that was your life.
It was and I was that's why I was homeless
Yeah, that's what you got.
Because they don't want to make no damn money. You know?
Right.
I was like one of them struggling artists, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make it, trying to make some music and putting out my music overseas, getting screwed over, people not paying me, putting out my little record, ain't nobody giving me no money, but I would have a hit record, but and then wouldn't make no money off it. But it's actually cool because I got to travel the world. I got to see, Belgium, South Africa, Manchester, England. I got to travel around
all the places I ain't been.
Yeah.
So who would you say is like top 3 DJs in your world?
Top 3. Jazzy Jeff.
Oh, shout out Jazzy.
And he's not even a techno DJ.
Yeah, just DJ in general. Just Jazzy Jeff.
Jazzy Jeff is probably one of the
I was able to see him DJ in person in DC one day. I was like, oh yeah, no, he's the truth.
He's man, and he'd be dancing while he did.
Yeah,
he do his little 2-step. I think it's so cute. Him and Little Louis Vega and Joe Claude Sale.
There you go.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yep.
We're celebrating 50 years of hip hop right now.
Yeah.
How do you feel just to be part of this thing called hip hop, as far as just being a DJ, even on the techno side and the house music side? You're part of this music industry. You're part of this thing. How does it feel to see that hip hop got to 50 years?
It's interesting. It's interesting because I don't think it sounds anything like it used to sound. It's like, what is hip hop anymore? I'm glad it made it 50 years, but what is it? But I wish that what does it represent? I wish that we could. I don't know.
Where do you think it's gonna go in the next 50 years?
I hope it goes back to its original. It gets back to some kind of original form.
Because when I hear Lil Uzi Vert's "Damn,"
that sounds like pop music. It doesn't sound like hip hop.
I don't hear no rapping in there, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, what's going on? This is a hip hop concert.
Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm doing a rock.
Yeah.
Like that. And what in the hell is that?
I'm thinking like in 50 years, it
like 50 years, it's gonna sound like
humming or something like just.
Man, that actually sounds like a. Dude, everything sounds like AI. I think it's gonna be.
You think AI is gonna take over hip hop?
They're gonna be like AI doing hip hop. It's gonna be like a hip hop AI. It's not gonna be people anymore. It's not gonna be people no more. Oh my god! Because everybody done AI their voice out. Everybody sound like this when they're rapping. You know what I'm saying? They're singing. Everybody sound like an AI. Yeah. Everybody sound like a computer. So they're getting us ready for the computer takeover. For all the computers and the robots to take over the world. They're getting us ready for the AI.
It's gonna start with the music.
AI conversion.
It's gonna start with the music. Once we accept it.
We've already accepted it. Everything sounds like a computer. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I love that it's the hip hop 50th anniversary. But if you actually listen to hip hop when it started and listen to how it sounds now, what is even hip hop anymore? It's like it's almost like the industry have converted hip hop into something it's not even like, basically took it out of its original form and turned it into something completely like. Yeah,
it's crazy. Somebody trying to do some old hip hop stuff, it might get frowned upon nowadays. Like,
yeah. Like a jungle, like
right.
Broken glass everywhere. They were like, man,
oh, they talking too slow.
Right.
He's actually rhyming. What?
Right.
What's going on?
Actual words, put like sentences? No,
so
not grunts and moans and weird like sounds.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna get crazy. So let's have a conversation, and I'm curious on your thoughts on the importance of the groupie to the hip hop world. What's the importance of, would you say, the groupie? That go for male or female?
To make sure that the guys catch herpes.
Yeah.
No. Spread herpes around.
Agent Smith said
to
you're
all
like
the people
virus
in the world, in the country. Like, right.
So, but do you feel like that is always
around.
That has always been a motivation to industry artists to be like, man, when I get to this level, I'm gonna have a groupie.
I'm gonna
go on tour.
Have as many women.
Yeah.
I think it's just the whole fanatic thing, right? I guess the women want a piece of this person that has this that seems to have some power, and then they
want to feed that.
Want to feed into that.
Yeah, I am.
But to me, I'm like, dude, as much stories you hear, like some of these people don't even need to be doing it with somebody. Like, dude, if you ain't got at least a long enough something to somebody gonna talk about and spread the word.
You're saying?
I've heard some of them. They not working with nothing to be.
You talking about dick? I think talking about body of work. I think like, oh yeah.
Some of the dicks ain't
They
even
need to have more songs. I'm like, yeah, oh man, you think
some of them ain't working with nothing.
nothing?
They shouldn't be dealing with no groupies. I've heard some terrible stories about some of these guys and their weird fetishes and all this other stuff. I think it's like,
I mean, yeah, it's like, man, but you feel like that, like they have the power now to feed into their fetishes now. Right, like
yeah,
back in the rock star days.
My thing is that, like, dude, I think a lot of that is like some of these rappers are really gay and they're trying to like overly sexualize them and be sexual to like cover up the fact that they're gay.
You know, I hear more people.
They really want to do, so they just really only fucking the women because they really want to do.
Why in 2023 we're hearing so much about these rappers are gay?
Remember they had that song. Remember they had that song, "I'll Eat the Pussy Up."
Yeah.
So could you imagine now how many dudes was on that song? I'll beat the pussy up. And then could you imagine like all these dudes, dick hard, I'll eat the pussy. This is all this in the studio rapping about how they eat some pussy. Everybody think about pussy and horny, and they just sing it in the studio together.
Yeah, no women there.
One person after the other just.
Damn.
Like, dude. That is so gay. Like to me, like the whole thing with the male posse and how the hip hop groups used to be around all these dudes all the time.
So you feel like when you're in the studio session and it's 12 guys in the studio session and they're
always talking about fucking and getting drunk and high and talking about fucking. It's some gay shit to me. It's gay. And if ain't enough women around the fuck, like what is y'all doing? Like, so I think they need like the groupies so they don't fuck each other.
Oh my god,
that's what Princella was talking about.
That's what Princella was talking about.
They need the groupies so they don't fuck each other because they're really gonna be horny when they get done rapping. God, when they get done singing their song and they got horny, and they all have thoughts in their mind, they gotta fuck something because they just got finished talking about all kind of fucking and sucking and everything.
A rapper in heat is a rapper who wants to be. What the fuck?
You gotta do something afterwards after you talk about all that fucking.
Oh shit! Like ain't no girls around.
That's what right. Come on, man. We gotta go in this back room and make it happen. And they drunk and high of Molly. I feel like that's the Illuminati. The more that they start doing these drugs like Molly and all that stuff like that, the more gay they're gonna get because that Molly opens you up more to like be open minded.
So what rock stars were on that shit back then? Like the rock stars,
and the rock stars was bisexual.
Yeah, nah, for real. They were looking like women.
Right.
They were walking around with long hair and what they say? What's that one song? She do look like a lady.
Right, do look like a lady. Right. Do look like a lady. And he was singing that real passionate, like do look like a lady.
We let that slide.
Right. We singing it to it. Do look like we in the club. Do look like a lady.
Oh shit, that's horrible, man. Oh, we need a court course. Man. Jesus is on the main line. Jesus on the main line. Shit.
Dude,
okay.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen, I think it's an agenda.
It might be an agenda.
It's an agenda.
Not
that's what we get into this relationship town hall. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why I even brought you Princella, because I said, dude, it's an agenda going on.
Yeah, for those that don't know, people who seen Pastor P, Princella Clark, the lady who came on, who we called the woman Kevin Samuels. People didn't like that. They didn't like that. Oh, the female Kevin Samuels.
Oh, they didn't know that. She's not the female. How dare you blemish? How dare you blemish our Lord's name, Lord Samuels, not Lord Samuels.
But yeah, you actually brought Pastor P to us, and you're actually going to be doing something here coming up. I want to say September 20th. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the town hall that is possibly going to be happening, and some of the people that may be involved. Can you speak on it?
Yeah, because I was on my whole like anti-men thing for a kick. After I had my baby, I was like, "Fuck these niggas," and I started watching like all this like.
Y'all take that into like women take that into like even in the drive-through how they give you your food like here.
Yeah, nigga. Fuck these niggas. Right. What you want on your sandwich, nigga?
Right. So you were on that mode.
Isn't it already on the McDonald's menu? Like, it's not already part of what you want.
What you want?
Mustard on your
huh? Is that it? Like every other order. Is that it? Like, no, it's not it.
Right. I've been watching Princella Clark.
Right.
Queen maker.
So you put on your fucking dress and you want to do a town hall.
I said, you know what? Well, what happened is that when I started with Princella, I wanted to bring her. I was like, dude, I want her to interview with Charleston White because I saw her do it and talking about. So we did the interview with Charleston White.
Y'all go watch Pastor P, Charleston White. What I think it's called. There was a name for it, a conversation or meeting of the mind.
Meeting of the minds. It was when two worlds collide.
When two worlds collide.
So that's part one. So what happened is during part one, Charleston says, you know what? We need to bring this. We need to make a town hall about it. We need to bring this. And forget all this online stuff. We need to actually bring this live and do this live. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And so I put together a live show coming up. So what I did, so what's happening is that like you got you have like the manosphere, you have like the pink, the blue pill and the pink, or the red pill and the pink pill, right?
Yes.
And then you got the incels, which is involuntary celibate, which I've never.
First I'm hearing that, but
yeah, involuntary celibate.
What is that? What does that mean?
I guess they mean ain't nobody giving them a pussy.
So
they are involuntarily
yeah, so
celibate.
I don't want to not have sex. I just can't get it.
Right, they can't get none. So they want to kill everybody. So they're mad because they got like a whole thing online that women ain't shit. So I was like, dude, I'm so tired of like watching all this stuff online where everybody's saying women ain't shit, women saying that men ain't shit. Everybody's just against each other, right? So I'm like, ain't no resolve happening here, right? And that's why I said, okay, well, why don't we bring this together, put something together, and like try to actually reach a resolve. A lot of like these live shows are doing like having discussions, but it's more of a like comedic thing, I'm like, dude, we need to have a real conversation. So I have like, we got Princella Clark, of course, she's the queen maker. You gotta seen her. We have Tanya TKO. She's also she's a part of her. She has like her relationship expert and like a self-love expert. Then we have Anton Daniels. He's a part of like the kind of the.
Yeah, Anton Daniels has been he's been really him and Charleston White have been kind of getting their work on like crazy.
Yeah. So and then you have what's the other one? Hey, what's the other? I forget what the other person. Ken Billions.
Yes.
Natasha Da from the Sunnetter TV network, and then the other, what's his name? I forget what the other guy's name is. Kevin Wesley.
Kevin Wesley.
Now Kevin Wesley is the polygamous guy.
Oh, here we go.
So we have like polygamy. We have married people that are married. We have like relationship specialists. We have like single people that have so it's like a very wide panel.
Yeah, it's a wide.
And so I want to have the conversation and be able to ask, and there's going to be audience participation. So we want the audience to join in and ask questions, things like that. And we want to bring it. What we're hoping to do is bring this to different cities.
Okay, so this is going to be a live show. Well, I don't want to say. Let's say it's going to be recorded in an audience on a panel with a stage, in a conversation. Is it going to be basically moderated? Like, is there going to be a moderator there?
Yes, Sabrina that you just met today, she's going to be the moderator. She has a thing called Preference Dating, which is an app that she actually created a app for people that are dating. And instead of like you know how normally you would only see pictures, you see a video of the person, so you can't really catfish a person on a video. So they have to upload a video of themselves, introducing themselves. So that's her idea with her Preference Dating app. So she's going to be the moderator for that.
Oh, definitely dope. So that's going to happen in September. There's a venue. More information will come on that, of course. So y'all stay tuned. We're going to be promoting that and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Real Life Productions is going to want to definitely be assisting with getting that going. Being in there. Again, I feel like it's a conversation that needs to be had. You're telling me about situations that I didn't even, involuntary
celibate.
Incest.
Yeah.
Oh, celibate. I'm sorry.
Which is crazy to me, involuntary. So they actually came up with that name, like that's a title.
There's a title for everything. Goddamn. So that's cool. We're excited to see that, man. It's going to be very dope. And again, we're going to, put more information out there as we get it. With that being said, man, I definitely thank you for coming in and sitting down with us, man. It's crazy because the whole Jaguar situation recently and carbonation and things like that, it was all because, you were in the background pulling the strings, even with Princella Clark. And thank you for even looking at us as a platform to have these conversations and delve deeper into the psychosis and psychology of what make people think and what make people move. So I thank you for doing that. Thank you for even coming on. Because most people want to be in the background and I'm
stay in the background, right? You call me forth,
right, right. For those that do want to, you had a podcast yourself, I believe, or you had a
page on YouTube at DJ Genesis Detroit. Yes. At and then DJ Genesis GENESIS Detroit, and also Zulu Vision is a partnership between Shaka Zulu and I'm like the creator, background, the developer of that site, as well as another site I'm going to be doing in the future called Alchemizing Energy. So I have that. So
you're a jack of many trades.
Yeah, like I'm a software engineer.
Yes.
So and self-taught. So yeah, I'm so I do a lot of different things.
Yeah, no, definitely. Again, you gave, like you said, you gave Goomba some game. So definitely dope. So for those that want to, of course, follow the channel, as you stated, give the name one more time, and also give your personal Instagram or whatever other platform.
It's the same on all platforms. At DJ Genesis Detroit on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. It's all the same. At DJ Genesis Detroit. But the main ones I look at is Instagram and YouTube. I can't figure out how to look at my messages on TikTok. So
now it's definitely dope. Any shout outs you want to give as far as
yeah, I want to give a shout out to the Zulu family.
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to my family back in Ohio.
Shout out.
I want to give a shout out to the Slum Village.
Yes.
RJ Rice, Slum Village, Lola Ellis, Michael Ellis, the Glover family. I want to give a shout out to Auntie 313. I want to give a shout out to Keyway for Keyway to the Kids. All the panel members that are going to be a part of this town hall. Tanya TKO, Ken Brisbane, the Queen Maker, Kevin Wesley, and Napasha Dow. I want to just thank everybody. And everybody that supported me through this time. So
no, definitely. Again, you're just a ball of fun, breath of fresh air. I think we're gonna try to create some, more content with you. I don't know what it'll be or how to be, but I definitely love the energy that you bring. We need more like you. And again, for you to even help out all the things you've done behind the scenes, which most people will shy away from, you stepped up and did, and you didn't want to take credit for it. People didn't know these things. I hate that you get blamed for anything negative outside of that, but we need more people like you. Like I said, we will try to do some more with you, create some more content. Y'all, this won't be the last time y'all will see DJ Genesis on the platform. Yeah, definitely. She's been around in the background, and we'll try to get her more in the foreground if y'all want. So with that being said, we got to say it. It's the best part. DJ Genesis, you are a real life street star.
Thank you.
We got to salute it.
Almighty.
That's what that is. 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 I wish you all oneness. There's only one. And we are the ones. Thank you for showing up. There's a lot of planets that are retrograding right now. So there's a lot of things that we feel that we are capable of doing, but spirit has something different in the non-physical. You are mostly non-physical. I pray that you understand that. I pray that you understand that even though in this physical existence, you still have to balance the energy. You still have to check in with source. You still have to check in with the universe. And that's what this is all about. It feels like we're having a hard time stepping into unity, stepping into connectiveness. We want to be connected as a people. This is all about you and your ancestors. So what this is about is the energy that we bring forth for the things that we wish to achieve. So we wish to achieve ecstasy. We wish to achieve pleasure. We wish to achieve love. We wish to achieve understanding. We wish to achieve culture. This is all about your culture. You're not separate from that. My name is Isis Brantley. I was arrested and taken to jail in Dallas, Texas for braiding, locking, and twisting hair.
Peace and blessings, family. How y'all doing? All right. My name is Sarnetta. That don't even sound like enough energy. I know we ain't got it crowded up in here, but I'm gonna say it again. Peace and blessings. This sister right here, she just came up in here and brought the spiritual energy up in here. We gotta make it sound like there's a million people up in this place right now. Thank you. Thank you. Peace and blessings, family. How y'all doing today? All right. My sister Oshun? Yes, man. Let's give our sister Oshun another round of applause. Beautiful, beautiful. So we're going to get into something serious today, man, and that's dealing with the black male-female relationships. You know, we gotta fix this thing. And a lot of times, I always hear the brothers. You got brothers, y'all ever heard of the manosphere? Anybody? You know, I'm tired of hearing brothers blame the women for our condition today. If we say we the kings, how are you blaming your sister for what's going on in the world today, y'all? I have been called a simp many times because I'm always defending the sisters. And I say, she is who she is because we are who we are. Y'all get that? She is who she is today because we are who we are. If we was taking our rightful position and our place in society, believe me, our women will follow us. She's looking for a God. She's not looking for a God outside of herself. When she see the God that's inside of you, trust me, she gonna follow you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all brothers agree? Oh man, the brothers don't even agree on this one. Y'all brothers, y'all gotta wake up, man. Come on now. I'm gonna bring to the stage, right? Sister Amber Ali. Let's get Sister Amber Ali. Let's give a round of applause for Sister Amber Ali. Amber Ali, where's she at? Come on. Because we're going to deal with some serious topics today, some serious issues today. Yeah, let's give it up. Any seat you want, take a seat. There you go. Let's give it up for Taurus Wellers today. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for Kevin Wesley. Kevin Wesley. Let's give it up for Kevin Wesley. And of course, last but not least, let's give it up for Miss Nepal Shaddai in the building.
Yes, I have my bag, y'all. Don't even worry about that. How is everyone doing tonight? All right, thank you. But no, I want to say thank you for your patience in all honesty and sincerity. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And to the couples out there, I hope this is beneficial. To those who are seeking love, I hope this is beneficial as well.
All right, we're going to ask the panel some questions. And hopefully if y'all got some questions out there, we can bring it to y'all as well. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be dealing with the black male-female relationships. And the first question I have for the panel, what do you believe are the essential components of a healthy and fulfilling relationship?
Comfort.
Huh?
Comfort.
Talk about it. Talk to the people.
The idea of it is comfort. And that's for both sides. That's for women and that is for men. You know, once you get into a relationship, once you decide to get with someone, don't hand your love or your compassion out to that person like Scooby snacks. You know what I mean? When you jumping into something, you make that decision to jump into it and get into it, point blank period. And then you got to understand your relationship over time, there's different levels of comfort. Don't rush those levels. Don't ever rush those levels of comfort. If you want a submissive wife, if you want a submissive girlfriend, or so forth and so on, you have to conquer one level of confidence or comfort for that woman to get to this level that you need from her. And the same thing for women as well, to be honest with you.
Powerful. Testing. I would say communication.
Excuse me. Can y'all hear this good?
Y'all hear me?
Okay.
Cool. So I would say communication. How you guys communicate is very important. I always say love is working together. We all know that as a feeling in our chest, right? I joke with my brother often because he says he loves salmon. And I say, if you loved salmon, you wouldn't be eating salmon, right? So what happens is he loves the taste of salmon, right? And that's how a lot of us love one another. That's how a lot of us love, period, is we love with the emotions in our chest. And we're not really focused on the actual individual and how they want to be spoken to, how they want to be loved on, learning their love language. And especially when they're upset, being receptive to them and being able to have a conversation with them in those times. So a lot of our relationships, they fall apart because we don't know how to treat each other. We only know how to seduce each other. So communication is key.
I think that the first step is figuring out if you like the person that you're dealing with. Sometimes we end up with people for the convenience or for the opportunity at the moment or to get you out of whatever situation that you're running from. And at the end of the day, sometimes you don't even like the motherfucker that you're sleeping next to every night. Let's just keep it real. You have to make sure that you're into your significant other, because if you don't care about your significant other, why would you want to get to know the things that they like, the things that they don't like, the things that they trigger, that triggers them? If you don't care about them like that, you're not going to give a damn about what triggers them and what doesn't trigger them. You're just trying to get whatever it is that you're looking for out of that situation. Some men get with women because they got nice cribs, nice cars, they got a little money in their pocket. Some females get with dudes because they got businesses or they might, be in the streets. They got a little money, they pay your rent. But there's no deep connection there. These are mostly situationships these days. They're not real relationships. So I feel like the first step is identifying if you're in a relationship or a situationship. And then the second step is if you even like the person enough to care about what they want, right? Because some of us, we don't care. We just riding on a boat because it's going to the next stop. You know what I mean? But is it the stop for us? We'll never know. What you got to say, baby?
Miss Shada.
Yes, that I appreciate all of the input. The thing about relationships is we hear from different people what works for each one of us. So I just want to let you know before I say anything, if it doesn't work for you, if what I say doesn't resonate with you, don't hold it against me and just, pick out the meat. Don't even spit out the bones or throw them away. Put them on the side. You might want to make bone broth later. So there's my disclaimer. So for me, oops. That is my phone is ringing right now. Anyway, honestly, for me, it's respect, and reciprocity.
You want to ignore it or put it on silent or something?
I will in a moment. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes. So respect and reciprocity in a nutshell. If I give to you, I expect in all relationships, you expect something in return. So respect first and then reciprocity. So if you give me negativity, eventually you're going to get the negativity back. So it's like a cycle always. So really quickly, respect and reciprocity. And I'll elaborate on that more as we go. Because I think you have like 100 questions. Yeah. Okay.
Brother Kevin, talk to me, man, because we all have our fights within our home. The husband, the wife, we have our arguments. How do you handle conflict and disagreements in your relationship?
So the ultimate goal is that both of you guys are having a conversation to find the means to an end, not to be deflective of how the other person feels, So often what relationships struggle in is when one person goes to the other with the problem, the person that has been presented with the problem, they often don't deal with it well. Okay, so they deflect and they don't acknowledge what their partner is saying. So it doesn't hurt you to receive what your partner is saying. It's how they feel. It's their reality. And so talk with them through that so you can keep from having a big argument. Also learn each other. Nepal said something excellent. She said respect. A lot of times we don't understand or try to communicate with our partner without triggering them. So we'll yell at our wives, and our wives will say slick things back to us. And this is what happens when arguments are triggered. Someone is not responding correctly to the other. So I always say, when you say something to that person's response should be to complete the conversation, not to deflect or flip it on you or anything like that.
Real quick, y'all. Let's give it up for our sister Genesis right here. She went through so much to put this event together. And people just take advantage of goodness, man. And I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I do not like that. I just been put in this position right now today, y'all. I was supposed to be up here doing this, but I had to fill in for someone. And so I can't leave our sister hanging. You know what I'm saying?
Hi.
Come on over here.
Give it up for Sydney Star, everybody. Woo!
Hey, y'all.
Yes.
Sydney Star, the
Divas in the
transgender
building.
divas in the building. I'm a little late, but I'm here. Sorry, y'all.
Right.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. Shout out to my cousin, Brittany. Love you.
All right.
What have I missed? I know I missed a little bit.
Yeah,
but
well, I'm going to go back.
Get me in it. So
I'm going to go right back to the second question for you. How do you handle conflict and disagreement in your relationships?
That's a good question. How do I handle conflict and disagreement?
Yes.
I'll just be like, whose bank account is fatter, nigga?
Uh-oh.
So I got more money than you, so
Damn.
girl,
Who's that?
All right. Hold on.
This a
everybody.
fan in the
Who's
audience.
that?
A fan in the audience that
Hold
wants to
on.
be me.
Hold on.
Baby,
Everybody
hold
calm
on.
down.
Who the
Let
fuck
the
is
fan
that?
stay here.
Who is this?
Let
hoe?
the fan. It's a fan. It's a fan that wants to be me. You want to be me, sweetie. You'll never
Oh
get to
my
status.
God.
You want
We
to be
trying
on
to
the
talk about
television
love.
shows I'm
Who is
on.
this?
You want to be on the
Security?
television shows I am. Sit down, get some hormones, get breast implants, because you need to, baby, you're weird.
Okay, sit down,
you've been
baby.
stalking me. This is a stalker.
Just have a seat. Who is this?
These trannies. Baby, if you want to stay here, you might as well need to sit down and shut up. If you want to sit in here,
sit
before you
down
get
or
kicked
shut
out.
up.
You're
That's
gonna
what
get
the
kicked
fuck
out.
she said. Sit your ass down.
Yo, this
You
when
better
the,
sit
this
the
when the
fuck
music
down
supposed to come in,
before you
y'all.
get
Ain't nobody
flooded
got no
in this
music.
motherfucker.
You gonna get.
Alrighty. So what's the next question, Sonetta?
Who let her in? Who let the dogs out? Woof, 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 woof. Who let the dogs out? Woof, 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 woof. Who let the dogs out? We just got started.
Ooh, I'm scared. The curse. The curse. You heard her? She said she has a curse on me. Woo! I'm scared. Baby, you're done. You're done. Bye. You're done.
Give her a hand.
You'll never get this close to me ever again. Ever.
Did you?
You're done. You're done, hun.
I thought she was hungry at
Who
first, but
is
I know she just
that?
ate some chicken. So
Eat my asshole.
Family,
You're done.
family.
Baby, this is exactly
I
why
am
I
sorry
need security everywhere
for
I
this right
go.
here.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Well, damn.
I'm a reality TV personality. Bitches hate on me. It's fine. But this is why I need security everywhere I go. For hoes like that.
Who? I will flood that
You
bitch.
should have recorded this shit.
One move.
All right,
Why
come
you
on,
ain't
y'all.
recording?
Come on, let's not
Yeah,
escalate
Sonetta,
it.
let's
From
ask
Chicago.
Let's not
Some
escalate
questions,
it in the
Slab.
audience.
Let
Let's
that
calm
slide.
down.
Sonetta, start asking some
We from
questions.
Chicago.
we got-
We
we
can't
got,
be letting that slide.
Baby,
We got some young people in the
I'm
audience.
sorry,
y'all.
Mr. Moderator, but you know we from the west
Yeah.
side of Chicago. We don't play those type of games.
I got you.
All right.
Okay, so let me get back to the question that I asked you. How do you handle conflict and disagreement in your relationship?
Well, we
You can
see how
finish
she
that.
handled that.
If you want to finish it, you can finish it. Then we're gonna go down.
I believe whoever has the bigger bank account can do and make the rules, in my opinion. I mean, I know we're living in a whole new day and age, but sometimes the woman has more money than the man now. And in my perspective, I'm the trans woman, and I usually have way more money than the niggas I deal with. So they gonna listen to me. And I'm gonna be like, look, nigga, you want this $200 I told you I was gonna give you later? What you want to do?
$200. What are you gonna do with $200?
Niggas from Chicago, that
Buy
200
them some weed and
2,000
flip it.
Some cheap niggas up there. Look here,
They're gonna
Chicago.
buy some weed and flip it.
All right.
Give
Come
me
on.
money.
Let's get order, brothers and sisters, up here on the stage. We got young ones out there in the audience.
I'm really
Let's try to
sick.
get some order. Brother Kevin, you want to answer that question?
Dealing with conflict.
Oh no, you did that,
Yeah, I
right?
think I
Because
did.
everybody throwing me off, man. Let me get
Okay,
back to the
far
question.
as me dealing with conflicts, I will say that I haven't been the best at dealing with conflict. I have pulled up, I've busted windows, I've busted uncle windows who happen to be pastors. I've pulled up to mama cribs and sat on the horn for 15 seconds and pulled off. I've pulled up to side bitches' cribs and kicked they door in and beat their ass. So
Beat up Jocelyn from Jocelyn's Cabaret.
drop Jocelyn with her coke doing, ooh, wrong show. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. But you know what the fuck happened. But so I haven't been the best at handling conflicts, I'll be honest, but I'm learning and I'm praying. And I'm just hoping that I don't have to bust that many windows out to meet my husband. I would say handle it how you need to handle it. If you gotta smack the hoe,
Brittany,
you
where you
smack
going?
the hoe, you know? If you need to shake the bitch, you shake
Where
the
you going?
bitch. No, seriously though, you handle it how you need to handle it because sometimes it's people that you meet that needs to understand. You're not gonna keep meeting people and playing games with them. You're not gonna keep lying. You're not gonna keep trying to be slick. You're not gonna keep finessing. So if I gotta grab this 2x4 and go across your shit, next relationship you get in, you're gonna know. Period. Like, you right, baby.
Well,
I feel you.
and
All
that's
right,
not always
Nepal,
the
you
best
want me to
way
read this
to
question
handle
again?
it, but I know you're trying. You did say that. You are trying.
Says who?
You just said you're trying, and I appreciate you for saying
Hey
that.
now, tell me how I should do it, mama.
No, actually, no one's perfect. So I'm not looking down on you for saying that. You know, everybody has had relationship issues. People get hurt, and you're investing your entire life into your relationship.
Thank you.
So, you know, sometimes they say love gets you seeing red and everything. So the idea is really to just try to protect yourself. When you see somebody's mistreating you and you know they're hurting you and you've invested all your love into this person and this person just keeps on playing with you and doing things to just gaslight you, you have to look at yourself and say, what about my soul child? And that's yourself. You say, you know what? Am I going to bust this window out? Yeah, it might. This guy will be set back maybe, you know, 500-600. But what about my soul child? Because my soul child doesn't need this. And I'm not chastising her because, like I said, nobody is perfect.
What is a soul child?
Soul child
Is
is
that like music, soul child?
kind of, it's like yourself. When you are a parent, you do everything for your child. You would kill for your child, die for your child. You do everything to protect your child. So you have to start looking at yourself like you look at your children. And when you do that, you start to see you make better choices for yourself. You make a lot. When you actually look at yourself as you look at your child, then you make better choices for yourself.
And if you don't have kids like me,
well, then that's what I'm saying. You love your soul child. You love yourself first.
Usually when ladies end up having a child, they end up changing everything in a good way about themselves too. So I know, you know, look at Krishan Rock. It seems like she's been changed since she's had this baby. No? She went back to him?
Well, yeah, and I don't want to focus too much on having children because there are women, young women who are single and don't have children. My point is, you want to first think about what's best for yourself. So yeah, he hurt you, so you want to hurt him. Remember that I said you give back negativity. It's when I say it's about reciprocity, it doesn't always mean that reciprocity is going to work out for you. You want to feed back what you get. And when you see that you're feeding back negativity that's going to damage you, then you want to step away and say, I'm going to protect my soul child and find somebody who appreciates me. Somebody who, and that's better. Trust me, everyone in this room knows that is easier said than done. Yes. If anybody's telling you about relationships and you think, oh, they're so perfect, then, you're fooled. We're all trying to have our best relationship. That's all I can do for you. If it doesn't resonate with you, like I said, pick out the meat, spit out the bones. What do you think about that?
Can we talk about making ladies it's the word where we agree to how sugar daddy's been a thing. Let's make it where it's okay to be a sugar mama. Do you agree with that? No.
Yeah, y'all went from sugar mamas to busting people upside the head. Till he got to go.
I'm just saying the new day and age. I think
Okay.
I think it's cool for a lady to serve her man, to do for him, to make it not all on him as far as he has to take care of everything in the household, which is the old days way. You feel me? Y'all don't agree with that?
So I'll say it's beautiful when a woman can, buy things for her man, treat him. But the aspect of a sugar mama would cripple the man. Men are built for utility. So we're supposed to provide for our children. Anybody who comes from our wives, we're supposed to provide for them. So
you don't agree with that?
If you have, not from the aspect of a sugar mama, like he just leeches off of her or goes to her for everything that he needs. A man should be able to pave his own life. And all that shows discipline, responsibility, and,
Okay.
It's a difference between sugar mama and treating your man good. It's a difference between that.
Okay, but why is it okay for a woman to have a sugar daddy then? Like what's because we normalize that.
You're right. It's also a perverted style of relationship.
We might need this sister to get
we
up here
need
on the
his
stage,
microphone.
man.
We need them to get some mics.
Can
guys,
somebody
in the
come get
audience.
this wireless microphone and take it to the audience? Can somebody get this wireless?
Janae, come get this mic.
Before they get the mic, have y'all realized that there has been sugar daddies that married their sugar babies?
It's a wireless mic right here.
So you have
A wireless.
But okay, you have to understand. I'm 43. I've been your age. But I've been younger. That sugar.
One
daddy,
at a time. Let us speak. Let us speak, y'all.
The sugar daddy, sugar mama thing is not working, because if it was working, then it wouldn't be so many women that are left being moms by themselves, not financially stable. This little money. If you show me one person right now in this room, I'm not talking about famous, who have a sugar daddy, who has an IUL, who has an IUL, who tells me what their investment score is, what they made today, and they have a longevity of life. Tell me they'll be able to take care of them. Show me a sugar mama right now in this room who'll be able to take care of themselves.
Me, nigga.
Wait a minute. Longevity. I'm not talking about when him giving you $10,000. I'm talking about future. An IUL.
I'm talking about right now, what I could do for myself. Y'all problem is y'all waiting for a nigga to take care of you.
I make $75,000 a year. I ain't waiting for a motherfucking body
I
to
make
take
more,
care of me.
but it's okay.
Now,
So what I'm saying is,
don't put me with y'all.
I'm not.
Yeah, speak to the microphone. Speak to the microphone.
I'm just disagreeing with what you're saying. You saying who works or what works for a sugar baby, or it don't work. It don't work if you're trying to get married, if you're trying to be in love, you're trying to be kept. But for women who's not, it works. So it don't work for you, babe, but you can't.
Oh, okay then.
It worked for me though.
But guess what? I learned how to get.
It worked for me though.
It worked for me too, child. Listen, baby, I learned how to get bread. I had a husband, right? We had a salon, and I'm still on my shit, right? So it's working for you right now.
5K a week in this bitch.
My mama, them titties.
Ooh, it don't work for you.
You heard me? It's gonna be a younger girl that's gonna come by.
And when them titties sag, that's when I'm gonna get a nigga.
Hold on.
You know
Now,
what?
guess what?
Right now,
Speaking to the microphone. Speaking to the microphone.
You don't have to be ran through. I feel like that's a
misconception. Just listen. If you just, instead of trying to respond, and just listen to someone who's
I'ma
just trying
hear
to
you, babe.
tell you something.
Okay, go ahead.
It's cute now, but when you get older, it's not going to be cute.
I feel that.
It's not going to be cute. So when I say somebody who is financially, spiritually, and all together from a sugar daddy, you say you're not looking for that, but you're gonna get older. You're gonna miss that.
True.
So while you're occupying this space and this time, you have to think about later because it's some times
When you get older, what part doesn't work?
What do you mean?
When you get older, what part doesn't work?
I got married at 31.
What are you missing
So-
right now?
I got married, so everything that a sugar daddy did could have done, my husband did.
Can I add something, please?
What are you
I had a
missing?
home.
Go ahead, Kevin. Kevin's gonna ask him.
So I mean, I may not have been.
That's not necessarily a sugar daddy, though. See, you got it two
Can
different.
I add something?
You asked me what did I do?
But the husband ain't doing what a sugar daddy would do.
I got married at 30.
Boyfriends pay bills. That's the same thing your husband did. Pay some bills. Sugar daddies go a little bit beyond.
But guess what? When we got divorced,
Sorry.
Guess what?
Hey guys, let me say this
All
real
right,
quick.
let's get on back on this panel, y'all. Come on, let's get back on this
I
panel.
feel you what you're saying, sis. I feel like you got a lot of emotions because of what you've been through. But for what? See, look, I gave you a turn, but you gotta let me talk too. Like we two women. Well, I heard you out. Hear me out. You know, I feel like you have a lot of feelings just because you were a little louder, you were a little more aggressive, and I was listening to you. Just like when I started to talk, you talking over me. So I heard where you were coming from. But what I'm saying is it works for me because I am agreeing with you.
Genesis.
A lot of things that you said are true.
There's some wireless
So
mic
my
right
question to you, what we were both trying to ask you is, I never said that, babe. But I said
It's
you
okay.
had a lot of feelings. I said I was listening to you and I agree, but I feel like maybe I should have talked to you because you upset with me or something. I'm just trying to talk to you back. I'm trying to give you a little response to what you were saying. So I'm saying like what the question was we was having is like what you're missing because you said your
Speaking to the mic, love.
I'm sorry, thank you. You said that your husband was doing a lot of the things that the sugar daddies was doing. You said as you get older, you know, your titties will sag and you know it's not as fulfilling. So I'm asking you, what I was trying to ask you is what are you missing now? Like what are you saying as to now? Because right now it's working for me. I know my titties will, I'm 30. I'm not 21 like you think. I'm 30 years old. So I got 10 years to be where you, okay, 13. To be where you at, which is not long. Time works like that, okay? So what you're saying is as you get older and stuff like that, it doesn't work. I'm asking you, what are you missing now? You said you were married or are you still married? So that don't work for you. So the question was, okay, so let me go back to y'all. Let me answer that. Let me answer that. So what y'all asked was what's working for or why it's working for us. I'm gonna tell you because I make so much motherfucking money and I still ain't gotta pay my bills. That works for me. I don't have to lay up with a nigga. I'm a makeup artist. I don't have to lay up with a nigga every night. I don't have to answer no questions. If I decide
All right,
to
let's
be
bring it
with
back
a
to the
nigga,
panel, family. Let's bring it back.
I will.
Get that mic. Get that mic. Get that mic. Let's bring that mic back.
Hot mic. Okay.
Real shit. Y'all talk some real shit though.
So I was gonna say we perish
Can
for
I
lack
just
of
say
knowledge,
something?
right?
Hold up. Let them.
Oh,
Hold
sure,
up,
sure,
Kevin.
sure,
Kevin,
sure.
hold up for 1 minute. Go ahead,
First
brother.
thing you said when we came in was it's the man's fault that women are like this. I don't understand how no man made her break windows, how no man makes this woman a sugar lady. I don't understand how we are at fault. This is a woman's fault. This is what
It's
we don't
our
blame
fault.
that.
So
What has happened is they tried to demasculate men, and because of that, they don't allow us to be men. There is no thing. I make 3 times more than my wife. I would never be like, oh, I make more than you. I'm the boss. She the boss of the house. I don't understand how these women are like this. This is what happened to me when I was about 20. I was in college. This one girl I liked. She was all that. I was in fraternity, played football, all kinds of girls, but I wanted to pursue her. And she said to me, she said, you're a player. I said, no, I'll change for you, babe. She said, you'll never get me how you are. I'll never see you. You can't. So in order to get someone, you have to change first. A lot of y'all are talking, when I get married, you'll never find a man. What man is going to say, I want a woman who busts my windows? That just doesn't happen. So when you act like that, no, that's not a man. That's not a man. See, the problem is y'all deal with a lot of boys. And the reason y'all deal with boys is because they mama raised them and they didn't have a father in the house. Because if you have a real man, he won't have that. He's not going to deal with that type of woman.
I was gonna say they're not gonna stay around long enough.
He don't deal with that. And so these single moms are raising boys that they wouldn't even date.
Looking for their girlfriends to do the same thing.
Why did their mothers raise them? That is an individual basis for each person. Sometimes the mother pushes the man out. Sometimes the man abandons the home. But the fact is, one person raising a child typically doesn't give a child what they need. They often lack in their development, right? So I heard what you said, brother, and you're absolutely correct. We are responsible for the decisions that we make, right? So if I get upset and I react in a certain way, I can't really blame the other person, but we have to understand how dangerous, and I said that right, dangerous relationships are for us if we're not prepared for what relationships entail. Most people are not going to be honest in their commitments. And when they lie to you, when they cheat on you, it's going to break your heart. And if you're not prepared for that, you're going to respond in the worst way. And now you're going to be looked at like your character's low, but really you're hurting. And the things that we do whenever we're hurting is we destroy each other. And so a lot of our children, like my son now, he has a girlfriend. I fear for him because he potentially will get his heart broken. He may break hers. And if we don't prepare our children for breakups and heartaches and people not being honest, they're going to lose their own life or their own freedom. Because when we get our hearts broken, especially these young kids, we're doing this in our adult age, y'all. Somebody don't do us right, they lie to us, we think we have the right to hit them. Somebody cheat on us, we think we have a right to end their lives. Imagine telling somebody's mother you ended their daughter's life because she cheated on you. That's crazy. Walk away if the person's not treating you right.
That's the man living in that
It
emotion.
makes more sense to walk away. But if we are emotionally invested in these relationships and people are just walking all over us, typically it brings the worst out of us. So this is why we should just walk away from people who don't know how to act. This is why you should vet people before you get in a relationship with them. Right?
Thank you, Kevin.
It's not that easy to just walk away though. Because I've been in the look.
So here's what I say. Cry in the car. Okay.
That
I don't care if you love them. I don't care if you love them and you still want to be with them. Sometimes you have to make the best decision for your life and your freedom, your future. So even if you care about them, sometimes you have to just leave them alone because your love for them is not going to make them act right. Your trust for them is no indication that they'll be trustworthy. It's just not. So when you watch somebody's patterns and you realize the way they're behaving is counterproductive to a harmonic relationship, if you have to cry in the car, cry in the car. Because if you stay with that person because of your emotions, they're not going to change. And that's when you spiral out and do the worst to them. You done told them 1,000 times, stop cheating on you. Now what you going to do? You catch them again. Now you're burning up. Now you're hurting something, hurting yourself. So just avoid them, leave them alone.
And there's really no justification for busting windows, but I bust the windows because I felt in that moment I was fed up. I had already been through a heartbreak off and on, 10 years off and on. You never know what a person been through, what they going through, what they feeling. And in that moment, it's like, I'm either going to do that or I'm going to do something worse.
Because you attract what you are. I'm letting you know.
I attract what I am.
You attract what you are. I came from parents who were very argumentative. And then when I got with a female, I dated females who were argumentative. Even though I didn't want that, I had to step back and say, hold up, this isn't what I'm looking for. I'm attracting what I am. There's a reason why most women who are in domestic violence, they say, I don't want this, they leave, and they get with somebody else who's the same way.
How long you and your wife been together?
10 years.
Good question.
I was gonna say because she's very beautiful.
Thank you.
And she look like she don't take no shit.
Yes, she do.
Just by looking at her, she looking like, look, I'm a bad ish. I can,
But he looks like.
And
he
I'm gonna
doesn't
say
give a
this
man.
because
He looks
I'm
like he treats her
sorry.
right.
I'm a
by
passport
the
bro.
looks of things, but
My wife from Dominican Republic. And the reason I went over there is because she's submissive.
Yo
She
soy dominicana.
She's submissive. She cooks. She does all that. That's just how it is. And what happens is, I think.
Sorry to cut you off, but I've been lately into the Dominican men myself. I love a Dominican man. So we might be family soon, baby. Look.
But I think women nowadays think that by being submissive, that's weak. That is the most powerful thing you can be.
But as soon as we be submissive and we let them drive the car, they crash it. and we end up having to clean up the wreck.
You do not get.
So what? It's like,
do not get with a man that you cannot submit to.
Thank you.
Okay, he
Like,
must
that's-
embody all the principles of who you want your son to be. So don't submit to a man who's unworthy of that. So if you submit to the right man, a capable man, you'll have a healthy relationship. I promise you. He will not take advantage of your femininity.
Yes, a lot of men
sorry?
want to be submitted to, but they're not worth submitting to, and they don't take the steps.
All right, hold on. Let me get to another question for y'all. Let me come with another question.
That's facts. Thank you.
Those men you don't submit to.
Thank you.
Those men.
That's when a Buick want a Benz.
All right.
That's when a Buick want a Benz. It doesn't make sense.
All right. Next question, y'all. Next question. What advice do you have for individuals struggling with communication in their relationships?
I'm struggling with communication, so I can't tell you.
All right. Go ahead, Brother Kevin.
Listen to your partner, hear their true concerns, and try to respond to their true concerns. Don't change what they just said to you. Don't flip it around. Listen to their concerns. If they came to you with a problem, don't raise your issues. Handle their problems. Okay? That's how you show someone that you care about them and you love them. Once you handle the issues, if you have an issue, now raise it. But don't disregard each other. That's the number one thing that lowers the value of a relationship. Yes,
Make them feel as if you understand and you relate to them as well. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's
We're so conditioned, and we've been over the course of time so manipulated mentally that our first thing is to defend. If someone comes to us, even in a relationship, when our partner comes to us with a concern, or we're immediately jumping to defend ourselves in our position. So the thing is, we're so ready, instead of responding, we're ready to react.
Absolutely.
So we're listening for something we're actively and unconsciously listening for that trigger so that we can immediately jump on the defensive, as opposed to listening to one another and actually receiving and accepting their energy, whatever emotion,
Absolutely.
whatever they're trying to convey to us that they're feeling, and we immediately go on the attack.
That's it.
So it's all about we're not having conversations to hear or listen. We're having conversations or waiting for our opportunity to defend ourselves or to defend our position, or to immediately react and discount their emotion and what they're feeling. So that's a big problem in our community.
So we're listening to respond.
All right.
And not listen.
Can you give that mic to my cousin so she can please?
Yes, I want to say something first. Someone spoke about the fact that you attract who you are. And I think a lot of times when we do draw certain vibrations to us, it's stuff that we have to work on. So if someone is saying something that we don't like, it's the shadow work that we have to do. We really have to take time to learn who we are. What triggers me? That's what I was talking about earlier, the mirror. The mirror is everything. Being able to be honest with yourself and say, I'm very temperamental. I'm very quick to judge somebody. I'm very quick to speak before I even listen. We have to create a sacred space for both energies, because it's male and female. It's yin and yang. It's always an opposite of everything. Your perspective or your reality may be different from my perspective and my reality. But if you love a person, and you don't have to be in love with that person to share love with that person. If you really want to share love with humanity, then you be the best you that you can be, the best version of you that you can be, because that's what attracts. When we attract things, it comes from the non-physical, the energy that you call God, the energy that you don't see. But you have to connect with that. You have to raise your vibration. It's not about being back and forth. It's about, okay, what is it that you're saying? And really holding space for that person. That's what I want to say. We have to hold space and respect
That was a
ourselves.
great response. That was amazing.
Thank you. Yes.
I think the biggest piece to all of this is accountability. A lot of us are sharing a lot of our experiences based on emotion, and emotion doesn't always solve the problem. We have to think with logic. In the spirit of what you're speaking of, in terms of us being defensive in conversation, that's work on our part. We cannot control other people. So if we're not ready to hear criticism or accept things that are going to help make us better, essentially, we should not be in a relationship because we have more work to do. Yeah. But to Mr. Passport Bro, I think you placed a lot of accountability on other people and not enough accountability on self. I'm not saying that, because I don't know you from a can of paint and I don't know what you've done in your past, who you are today. All I'm saying is things started from somewhere. And so we can't pick up where they started, but we can fix where it is now by working on self and communicating properly, effectively, and not blaming people. I'm a single mother. And so, yes, it could be work that I need to do, but I felt triggered by the things that you said as a single mother because I'm doing everything that I can to raise my children properly, of sound mind. And I don't raise them with just emotion. I raise them with logic because we are logical people and we cannot make decisions off emotion. So I think that, again, accountability is really huge when it comes to having those difficult conversations, having that communication with people, learning to dig within self why we're triggered, as Ms. said, and work on that because I'm not responsible for how you react to something I say. That's work that you have to do. I am responsible for how I say it, but your reaction needs to be on you. If you want to get up in arms, argue with me, yell at me, you need to tone it down, take a step back. I'm going to remove myself because I know I don't respond well to being yelled at. So in order for me to be effective in our communication, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to reevaluate the conversation and approach it in a different way. So self-awareness, accountability, effective communication.
All right, give it up for y'all.
That's
Give it up.
that's
Come
my
on,
baby
because we're
cousin.
coming back
Thanks,
around
Brittany.
to the positive information, y'all. That's what it's about.
I'm very, look, Brittany, you did that. Even though I'm older than you, my little cousin is a little bit smarter than me probably because I'm a dumb blonde. But you did that because usually I feel like to make things work, all you got to do is give a person a present in the relationship and we'll be all good. You give them, money is the key to happiness and the root of evil, but it does make people happy. Brittany, I hope I hope my cousin didn't make you mad to leave. Oh, okay. No, okay.
They've been here for a while, girl. They've been waiting on you for hours, Sydney.
Okay, I thought they was upset.
No, they was waiting for
Okay.
hours.
Oh no, okay, but no, you weren't. That's me. No, you did. You
No,
did.
what you said was real. It was needed. Yeah.
It's can you card? Can you card? No, the girl.
Let me ask a question while you're searching. Do you mind if I ask
I
a
was
question? Who's talking? Oh, who's trying to speak? Oh, you wanted to ask a question in the audience?
I want to just respond to something that was said real quick.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, man, say, man, my name Brother Shaw Devontae, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to point out, like, the reason why we begin together, I think a lot of times we begin in relationships to bandage ourselves, and so we don't got to deal with ourselves, you dig? And then when we get in these relationships, I can only speak from my perspective, you dig? But a lot of times I see women, they don't necessarily get with a man for leadership, a man that could lead them. A lot of times these women in my generation, they get with Bobo that show all his wealth in his pocket on Instagram, you dig? Everything he owned in his pocket. And then they get with guys like that, and they kind of compare everybody else to those kind of dudes. But like, we have to have some sort of accountability and say, hey, well, what can this person lead me to? Like, what leadership qualities does this person exhibit, you dig? And then so another thing is, man, we should be looking for somebody that we can lead, you dig? And then lead, build our habits, our success habits and leadership within ourselves before we get with the woman, you did, because where are we leading this person? A lot of times we get in relationships and don't understand that we're dealing with another human being, you feel me? We're dealing with somebody that's supposed to make us feel good about ourselves, our shortcomings, somebody that's supposed to be there for us and share excitement, when we have accomplishments. But that's really like self-serving. We don't necessarily get in a relationship to say, well, what can I do for this person? Or how can I better this person, you dig? And so I just think that's some things that we should put in our culture and our conversation when we talk about relationships, leadership qualities. Where can this man take me? How can he do something for me? And then as a man, being able to exemplify those qualities before you even try to find a partner.
You got a girlfriend because you my type.
Hey man,
You good.
All right,
Good.
all right.
No, but wait,
Mr.
we have an
Wells.
internet celebrity. No, we have an internet celebrity in the audience. I would like to say her name real quick. I don't know her name, but I know she is Aaliyah's daughter. You said you were Aaliyah's
where?
daughter. Right here. She was on the internet.
Who?
She,
Put your hand up.
She is
Girl, you
she
ain't no
is
fucking
legally
Aaliyah's
Aaliyah
daughter.
and R. Kelly's daughter.
Shit.
I know her.
Who
I
told
knew
you
that
that?
was her in the audience.
Dust yourself off
I'ma
and try
be real.
again, baby
She
girl.
might be telling the truth. I don't know, but are you telling the truth? Are you Aaliyah's daughter?
Hell no.
She said she is Aaliyah's daughter, for real.
I love
Well,
Aaliyah.
peace. Shout out
Like,
to
don't
that
even
sister.
play with Aaliyah
All right.
like that. Just sit
I
down.
love you, and we'll talk after this, but I kind of believe you. I'm not even gonna lie. I do kind of believe you are Aaliyah and Robert Kelly's daughter. So we'll get back to that on another note. But
I love Aaliyah too much for the fucking foolery.
Hey,
I want to speak to something the brother said.
Let him make.
Hold on. Paul want to say something real quick.
I want to ask a question, a real question.
Go ahead.
Not that these weren't real questions, but this is going to get a little bit heated. I think we won't be able to top that troll that was in the audience earlier. However, do you think that the reality when we hear about men saying, you know, the black woman she's hopeless? I mean, am I going down the wrong road? Because I feel like we need to just go ahead and get the elephant in the room out the way. When they say the black woman is hopeless, you know, the brother said he's a passport bro, and I know brothers love black women, but
That's right.
I'm gonna ask the brothers. I want either one of you decide who could go first. Is there any truth, or if you want to chime in, Sonetta, you could definitely. But is there any truth to that in this room? Because you hear it on the internet a lot. And is it bleeding over into real life? Is it time to get away from black women and divest and go overseas? I know you're a husband of 2 black women, but I don't know this brother. So should we start with him and then whatever?
Husband of 2
I want to
black
talk.
women.
I want to talk to. I want to talk.
I know my second wife I married overseas, but anyway.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute.
Well, go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk. You brother.
Now you've been talking all that shit.
Sisters,
like you
listen,
the
because
black king
we're
of
gonna
Africa and you got 2 wives.
no, they do over there.
You hear this, Johnny? He got 2 wives.
They actually no, they
I
do
I
in
support,
Africa.
I care for, and I love 2 beautiful women.
No, I've heard of that in Africa that they have multiple wives.
It's
but
not just in Africa, it's everywhere.
this guy don't look African. You look.
It's not just in Africa, it's everywhere.
More
I would say
American.
this, guys.
Let's hear from you. Let's really hear.
Always remember,
From the
relationships
brothers.
are about the people in them. So you guys have relationships that are harmonious for you guys. Therefore, you shouldn't criticize when people find relationships that are harmonious for them, right? So we're all different. The main goal is that you find a relationship that works for you and be honest. in
Y'all
that
both
commitment,
live
right?
together. All 3 of
live
us.
together. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Okay.
We need to get back to that question about the black. I want to talk because you know what? I'm always online hearing the
fucking
brothers
them both?
say this stuff about the black woman. I
be
want to
fucking
hear
them?
in live
Do
and
you
in
save
person.
2 for 1?
I don't believe.
We're gonna get to the polygyny soon. Go ahead, talk to us about is the black woman hopeless?
No, they're not. No, they're
Talk
not.
on it.
I do believe you run across the right person. That right person allows you to open up as a woman. It allows you to sit back in your femininity, right? I believe that with all my heart, point blank, period. Now, I do understand that it is a popular thing nowadays for women to sit more in their masculinity, but that's only for comfort, that's for protection or whatnot, right?
Can I ask y'all this? Does sex make the relationship? Because I feel like if there is no good sex in it, I'm leaving.
So what's that?
I'm leaving.
Let's see.
I can't, or I'm gonna cheat on you if we're married.
On me.
If we marry,
let's come back to that.
Fuck
Let's
me
answer
so
this
good,
question.
I don't go nowhere.
Hang on, y'all. We gotta do
Oh,
this.
it's kids in here. Damn,
Cause-
it's kids in here. Okay.
So I mean,
I'm
to be honest with you, I mean, to be
Okay.
the sex thing threw me off. But okay, to be honest with you, point blank period, I do believe there's someone out there for somebody. There's someone out there with a thick head that'll go through that. There's somebody that'll take that $200. There's somebody that'll marry this
Show
man
you right.
twice over. There's someone out there for everybody, point blank period. And like you said, if you see somebody, like you said that earlier, I believe you said that earlier. If you see somebody relationship, take a piece out of it. If you see if you hear some advice that might help you later on in life, or might be a bit of help within your relationship, take a bit of that and tailor it to yourself. The sisters were talking about within a relationship. I didn't get to answer this question, but we were talking about conflict. First of all, when you're in a relationship, take the negative undertone words out of your relationship with that person that you so-called love. Take the negative undertones out.
Examples. What do you mean by
Argument,
that?
like an argument. I'm going to call it an argument. I have an argument with somebody on the street. I don't have an argument with my significant other. You know what I mean? I have an emotional discussion. Because the problem with these words is they carry negative vibrations. They carry negative vibrations. So if I'm looking at my queen, I don't want to see anything negative. I don't want to, if she's waiting on me to finish conversating, I know she is, right? So what I'm going
Sometimes
to do,
arguing is good for the relationship, though.
if you get to the root cause, if you get to the root cause, it's good.
It makes up
But
for
both
great,
have got to be willing to get to the root cause, either both or one, which means that at some point I'm going to sit back and I'm going to allow you to talk. This whole time I allowed you to talk, right?
Right. You didn't interrupt me. You were a gentleman.
Exactly.
I appreciate you.
And then when I do get ready to talk to you, I'm gonna talk with you with emotion and passion. And I'm gonna look
know
at you.
that's when I need to shut up.
You know, and at a point, I'm not saying that's when you need to shut up, but at the same time, you respected that. You know what I mean? And that's how you run your relationship, point blank, period. If I deal with my queen a lot of times when she's frustrated. I would tell the men all the time, men love certain things. Like, say, for instance, my queen, she's got love for the children. She's got love for her job. She's got love for her family. She's spreading her love throughout all day, every day. So when she brings her love to me, sometimes it's diminished, right? So with that being said, I at a lot of times, even when she's frustrated, this and that, even if she's arguing about something that's not even a root cause, I want to sit back and I want to be the comfort for her. I'm not going to get irritated. Why am I going to get frustrated? I chose to be with this woman. Why would I be frustrated within that argument?
Give it up for this brother. Come on, y'all.
So it sounds like the man has to really want to be with the woman, or it's not going to work. It's sad because when the woman wants the man, nothing happens. We go through hell and hot water. We go to Methuselah and back. But when the man wants the woman, everything works out. It's just like a one-way street. Like, why does it have to be if y'all want us?
Y'all
But
stop
if you
going
want
to
the
the red
next woman
flag.
the next
I can
day,
answer
then
that.
it's F us and we have to go and pray to God to get the strength to move on. I'm sick of
So
it.
I'll
She has a
explain.
good point.
I'll
She
explain
has a
something
very
to you
good
guys,
point.
okay?
So sick.
Amber, you is a character.
So when it comes to these relationships, right? You guys have to realize this: women are the access to sex. It is up to her to decide whenever she is ready and willing to let this man sleep with her. As bad as he may want it, it is up to her. Relationships are about the man. He typically has to carry that relationship, to be responsible for it. He's taking another person into his home. So a woman choosing a man for a relationship, it just doesn't work out that way. It's like me walking up to any one of you ladies saying, come on, let's have sex. Sex ain't up to me. It's up to y'all. The relationship is up to the man. So if he pursues you for a relationship, only then should you take him serious. You shouldn't take a man serious who coming to you asking you for sex. Okay? Because that's not how you're going to get that relationship with that man. If you want sex with that man, then absolutely have some sex. But if you want a relationship with him, he has to work for that. He has
Sir,
to take
can
you
I
out,
ask
course
you
you,
what's your
get to
name?
know you for that.
What's your name again?
Kevin.
Kevin. Okay. Kevin, I would like to ask you a question, and the men up here and
All right, I want to let y'all know y'all got a minute to answer the question.
Okay, it's quick. It's
a
quick.
minute to answer the question.
So I see what's going on here, but I want to know if you were to meet a queen out in the world, think she's beautiful, woo woo woo, and she lets you know that she's a trans woman. What happens in that situation? Because we're in 2023 now. You can't tell the difference these days. So what happens if something like that happens as a man? What do you do?
Chitty chitty bang bang.
If they told me straight up that they were trans, I would thank them for telling me straight up. And that's just it.
So what happens if she led you on? Maybe
I'd be highly frustrated, highly pissed, and she'd probably get the worst out of me.
Would you hurt her?
I would feel raped.
Really?
Absolutely.
even if you
Oh,
guys
my
didn't have
God.
sex or anything like that?
Well, if I touched her in any way and I found out that she wasn't what I like, my type, then I would feel tricked.
Is that-
I would feel raped. Absolutely.
Wow, because I've
But why did you find without knowing that you found like you're a man and you don't know
Well, no,
what
I'm
you're
just-
sliding off in?
No, let's just say.
But
I
Amber,
blame
these
your
days
mother.
you can't
She said
tell
before
these
sex.
days.
She
You
said
can't
before
tell
sex.
these days, so he wouldn't know.
But when they're doing
my
it, they're
thing-
not
I
gonna
just
know.
I feel
Even if I was just holding her hand, if I didn't know that was a guy and I didn't know all that going in,
You don't see the Adam's apple.
you can't build a foundation on deception though.
But my
Hey,
thing
look.
is, I just want
Hey, hold on in the
Airport.
audience. Hold on, because
I
we got
wanted
to
to
close this
see-
thing out.
I wanted to see if
We're
he
gonna
was
have to
gonna
close
say-
this thing
I
out real
wanted to
quick.
see if he was gonna say if he was going to like kill her,
Oh no, not
Ain't nobody gonna do it.
because that's usually what
But you don't
happens
know what
in
he's gonna.
today's day. If a man feels tricked,
That's why I
he
said
will
chitty chitty
kill
bang bang.
her. He will kill her as a trans woman because of him feeling his manhood was taken from him.
But that's
But
like,
I mean,
that's
that's
like,
only if you take it so far, though.
that's like a woman
saying,
taking a
you
man's
should be
life
honest,
if
yo.
she
You
found
shouldn't
out he
play on
cheated
people.
on her. It's the same.
All right, last question. I want the panel to go through it. Last question. Then we're going to bring up a performing artist to come up here and give us some powerful entertainment. Nepal, you wanted to say something?
I was going to speak on that as
Go ahead.
far as relationships go. Just like with women, when you're violated, you know what I'm saying? Like if a man rapes a woman, you know, you want that person to die. And I'm not saying no, there should never be violence against anyone. You should be able to go through the justice system. So you should never, ever, ever kill someone who hasn't tried to take your life. But we have to stop. I don't like using the situation with the trans because there's sick people who look for trans. So I like to put that aside. But we have to stop making men bow down, and they have to be men again. No, that's one. There's just a short list that men have. You know, I don't want to sleep with other men if I'm heterosexual. I just want to come home and have peace. You know, and I'm not a pick me. You know, then there's about 3 other things on that list. So yes, we have to be sensitive because you can't take people's lives. However, we also have to look at the trans responsibility. Don't trick men because there are some beautiful.
Exactly, my
we
love.
have one right here.
One right here,
Wait,
and I
we
don't
have
walk
some-
around with trans
No, you
woman
don't
on
do
my
that.
forehead,
But
and
you
I
don't
won't.
do that, Sydney.
But the
there's
thing is,
women
I
out
hate
there who do.
when a man comes on to me, doesn't know anything about my history, doesn't know my TV history, doesn't know all the shows I've been on, literally popular ass shows, Wildin' Out, Baddies,
So he doesn't know
Loving
you're
Hip Hop,
trans. He
doesn't know anything. But when I let them know that I'm trans, I am the fucking wrong person. I'm in the
Like
wrong.
in that
All
initial
right.
conversation?
In closing.
Okay, well,
But that's a
I'm gonna
sick-
give y'all
I
a
have
minute.
something to say to close out this
We need to have a whole
conversation.
panel.
Let's get this
Okay,
young
we got
brother. Go
some
ahead,
people in the
brother.
audience that
Okay,
want
This
to
is about. I've
that
been
I'm the
sitting
wrong
and
person.
I've been listening to everybody talk. Like I literally been listening to everybody talk,
Yeah, thank you.
and I just been listening to everybody feedback about relationships, about everything. And I hear the fellas blaming the women blaming the fellas, everybody just blaming each other. But I want to say this to close this out. Like everybody is their own person. Everybody have baggage that they got to carry in a relationship. You can't blame Tom, Dick, and Harry for what your actions done brought upon you, or you can't blame the next person for what you feel like is going wrong within yourself. So I just been listening to everybody, and I just feel like the man and the woman have some type of accountability to uphold in a relationship. You can't blame everybody for what's going wrong within your relationship. I just feel like everybody needs to take accountability for what's going on in a relationship and just stop blaming others. And it comes a time where everybody have that weight on their shoulder. And once you carry a 5-pound bag of sugar, like it continues to get heavier and heavier. And I'm being serious when I speak this because
But you know it's 2023.
Hold on, let him finish. Let him finish.
It-
Let him
it is
finish.
2023.
This is my best friend, y'all. I'm sorry.
No,
Let him
I'm
finish.
serious. It like everybody just need to stop holding somebody else accountable for their actions, and everybody need to just man up and woman up and just take full responsibility for what's going on in the
I
relationship.
agree.
And that's just real. I just wanted to say that.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you, brother
all right.
Jermaine. Give it up for Jermaine. Thank you, brother Jermaine. Sit your
Yes,
ass
we're gonna
down.
move on, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, right? We as black men don't want to take responsibility And that's the problem. We got to take responsibility in every nationality. That white man is at the head of his family. And that white man take responsibility, right? When you look at every nationality, it's always the man at the top. Only in the Negro community is because the woman makes more money, so I'm going to run the household. It still don't work like that. Not with me, it don't. You see what I'm saying? Because I have a wife that make more money than me, but she give me that respect
right here
and still allow me to run my damn household.
Because you're a man. If you wasn't a man, she wouldn't give you that
Trust
respect.
me, man. Ain't no woman out there. I don't give a damn how much you make. When you step in my house, you still gonna respect me as a damn man.
That's a man.
And
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
right.
run this.
That's a
I
man.
don't want to curse. I'm gonna run my household like
That's
a man supposed to.
Woo, where's
we got
his
to
son?
get back to being men. That's all I'm telling y'all.
Where's his son?
That's not disrespecting your woman. That's making her look up to you and respect you as a man. When you give that right over, she can run over you all day long, man. Do what she want to do. Come on now.
How long y'all been together? How long y'all been married?
I've been with my wife for like 35 years.
You have 3 wives.
How many sons you got?
I've been with one of my wives for 35 years.
Wait, hold on.
I've been with my
One of
second,
your wives.
I've been with my second wife.
25
I've been with my second
Class is
wife
adjourned, everybody.
for over 20 plus years.
And your third wife for 4 years.
You know what happened, man? We as a people have been stripped of a thorough knowledge of self, man.
Talk
Y'all
on
been
it.
stripped of a knowledge of self.
I mean, that's some commitment. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all been in 5-month relationships, and y'all
I
like
want
making
to
it.
say
I
this
just
real
want to put
quick.
that
I
out
want to say
there.
this real quick. This brother right here.
3?
You're
Oh
right.
my God. He got 3 wives. You
Child,
got 2.
please.
He out.
I'm busting out 3 house windows.
Real quick. I want to say this. I want to say to this young king, he's absolutely correct. Now, it's not so much about fault as it is responsibility. So it's not whose fault it is. Whose responsibility is it in a relationship to make the relationship harmonic? Both people, right? So it's not 50-50, it's 100-100. So if you're not giving all to your relationship, it's silly if you expect it to be harmonic. If you're not giving your all, you cheating if you're not giving your all. So why take somebody into your life if you're not going to treat them right? It makes absolutely no sense. It's like bringing a pet home that you're not going to feed. Why would you do that? Right? So it's not about going back in time and finding out who's originally responsible for all this mess. We all know that there's women who are not worthy of marriage. There's men who are not worthy of marriage. And it's always going to be the case.
All right.
If you want a relationship, you gotta work it. You gotta make it happen.
While you talking, close us out, brother. You got a minute.
Okay.
Close us out.
I would just say, guys, for me, I speak for our ancestors who have not yet arrived. I speak for the children. So my goal is to make sure that we have harmonious relationships so our children have their mother and their father in the home so they can get everything they need in their development because they didn't ask to be here. So we can choose whatever life we want individually, but if we're not thinking about those children, we're not going to be accountable to those lives, and we're going to keep on damaging our communities because we just like pleasure, and we don't actually seek to be accountable to the life that we live. So if we want to fix our communities, it's going to require us all to be responsible for the relationships that we take on.
Is one of your wives here?
No, both are home.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Whatever
But
that-
one of his wives is here in the white sonnetter.
Where?
Which one of Sonetta's wife is this here?
Are you one of his
Where
wives?
is the wife?
I'm one of his wives.
Really? Okay.
I got one of my subs
So
here too.
it don't.
Stand up, sister.
I
Let me
don't-
see.
Why are you okay with
I'm gonna
having
be real.
a
I
husband?
don't feel bad with
With the
being the
headphones?
thought that I
Sex
am
with other women.
because y'all got 3 and 2 wives, and I be thoughting
Why
it
are you
out.
okay
That's not
with
thought.
that? Like, how can you be
We didn't
okay
even get a chance to
with
talk
a
about
man that has sex with multiple women? How are you
But those
okay
are
with
my
that?
sister
Well,
wives.
you
Can
sitting
I-
here trying
Amber.
to give me advice? How can you
Amber.
give me advice? Look at what
Amber.
you stand for.
Amber.
My mother would never stand for that.
Amber, really quickly, just because this man is polygamous does not mean he does
Polygamous my ass. That's trifling.
It's not trifling.
That's what it is. It's
you
trifling.
do what work for you as an advocate
It's
of polygamy.
trifling,
You
and
do
I'm
what works for
sorry.
you in 2023. 3 incomes is
So I
what
can go be a
better than
hoe and
one.
fuck 6 niggas and have their babies and be a
Watch this.
prostitute and everything will be all
So
right.
think about this right here. Think about this right here. Say you meet a single guy, he's unmarried, right? He don't
Yes.
have wives at all, right? So he's single. How many women do you think that he's sleeping with?
Several. You polygamous
Damn, if you
Good one,
see-
Kevin.
A lot.
Are we doing
A lot.
how many wives did Jesus have?
What that's supposed to mean?
Jesus was an
Jesus
advocate for
wasn't meant.
poly.
So we should have
But
How many wives did the men in the Bible have? How many?
they had several wives.
Thank you.
So
Why
we should have
does
They had several.
I feel
The
like
prophets-
that's
the
just
prophets
greedy.
of
It's
God-
just greedy.
the
And
prophets of the
basically,
Most High
let me tell y'all
had
something because I'm
several
going to
wives.
get this
What are you
out.
talking about?
Zanetta,
Let her get
let
it
me
out.
say this.
Let her get it out.
Abraham
I
had two
love
wives.
you and I respect you, brother, but men like you are nothing but greedy. Basically, because I'm a man and I got the money and the power to control shit and run shit, that I'm just gonna have multiple women. But if women had multiple men, it'll be a whole different. Please,
They do.
you had the
Mine do.
Amber, but why you think
Mine
it's
do.
them? Why do you think it's them?
You got one behind you.
Why do you
Mine
think it's
do.
them?
It's just
I
not
want a wife.
cool.
And
It's
a
giving
husband.
greedy. It's
Okay.
giving
Well, I want to
greedy.
say this. All right, we all have our opinions.
I get it.
Let me say this.
Giving greedy.
The thing about the woman and the man, women
Hey,
are
hey.
not wired the same
Go ahead,
as
go ahead,
men.
Papa.
Women are not wired the same as men. And it is about, I know people don't, listen, you can be monogamous if you want, but a man is biologically designed to have multiple wives. It's just, it's natural.
Girl.
Who told you that?
A man,
Who told
listen,
you that
listen.
men
nature.
were
It's nature.
designed
You
to
get
have
pregnant.
multiple
You get pregnant.
wives?
It's 9
giving
months.
part
You out the
two.
game.
Yo, it's to each his own, man. If it ain't for you,
Y'all
don't
believe in
do
whatever
it.
Bible
It's
y'all
not
wanna believe,
easy.
and it's
I'm gonna
not
tell
cool.
you right now, it's not easy, y'all.
Yeah, it's not easy.
All right. So it's to each his own. That's all it is.
So just
It's giving. It's giving.
That's
It's
all
giving.
it is.
This definitely gonna need a part 2 or 3 and 4.
It's,
Well, yeah,
it's
look,
greedy
think
and it's
about this.
disgusting.
This
Come on
this whole meeting of the minds. That's why I brought this together. You see what's happening here is because
Go ahead.
Come on,
this right
Genesis.
here. You see how we can't even disagree when they came together. They're agreeing with their situation.
I'm appalled.
Okay, up
But,
here we
you
have
know,
1, 2,
so-
3 people who
okay,
do poly.
so
1,
you
2, 3, 4.
right. So all right.
I
So
got my
did you get
hand
to
in the
close to say
tub.
your closing statement? Did you get to say your closing statement?
I'm also mad y'all kicked out.
I wanted to say this
Hold
though.
on, he closing out.
Hold on. We gotta close out because we gotta
Okay.
we gotta
Shorts. Where's Shorts at?
Brother Short's about to come on.
Brother Shorts getting ready to tear
We've
the
had a
house
great
up,
night.
man.
I thank everybody for coming.
Thank you,
But we gotta
Monica.
close this
Yeah,
out.
Sydney,
I would
close
like to say, I wish y'all didn't kick out my hater fan because I would have made baddies up in this yacht. Baddies would have been turned. I'd have went down there and gave y'all a baddies episode. That yeah, y'all should have kept that person in
We'll
here.
talk about it.
I don't know why y'all kicked that person out. Why did y'all kick the person out?
Because we was gonna whoop her
No
if they
shade.
didn't.
They were being
Because I'm just saying, dead ass. Y'all should have let the person stay because it would have been a baddies episode with this all at once. But I thank you for having me.
No,
Where is she, Monica? Is she still
All right,
around?
all right.
She's
all
gone.
right.
She purposely did that to start messes. She knew what she was doing. So.
I would love to be a part of the next one because this is going to get bigger and bigger. This is just
You-
the
you-
first
you-
one.
so-
Yes.
so-
One
so-
day
so-
the
so-
first one.
so who can see my vision?
All right.
I
Hold
see
on.
the
See my
vision.
vision.
Let's
Thank you.
hear
I see the
Genesis'
vision.
vision.
Yeah.
We're gonna work
I see-
together. Talk
I
about New
see
York.
the vision.
All right.
At the end of the day,
Pause.
we're supposed to be
Close
closing
this
out
out.
with love. Point blank period. Y'all need
Thank
y'all
you
need
guys.
love.
Thank y'all for
There
having
you
me.
go.
Give it up. Give it
The
up.
transgender
Sydney, y'all.
diva, Sydney Star.
Man, let's put it.
All right, thank
put
you.
Your hands
Let
together.
Taurus close because he had something to say. Let
Close
Taurus
out,
close
yeah.
out. Close out and say your final
Okay,
words.
close out.
I mean, at the end of the
do-
day, point blank period, like my man
Taurus
said,
closing out.
we are all responsible within our
Panel,
relationships,
y'all,
right?
panel.
We are all
Taurus
responsible.
closing out.
But in real life, reality, at some times, your mate can fall short of being that person for you as far as holding your mental capacity or emotional capacity. And at that point, that's when you're supposed to take over. It's supposed to go back and forth, point blank period. And at the end of the day, and in all honesty, we put this panel up here so we can get all kind of different ideas and just see what people are saying and feeling about other people's aspects of life. But in real life, man, point blank period, we all do need to heal on a continuous basis. Yourself, starting with yourself. You don't know what love looks like until you love yourself, right? And if you're in your relationship, right, the soul child, and if you're in your relationship and you don't know what love looks like, make sure you express that to your partner. So maybe your partner can help you find what love looks like. Maybe they can hold you up. Maybe they can support you. Maybe they can push you in the right direction. But point blank period, when you choose a partner, just know you chose someone and they'll never get that time in their life back. Think about it like that. Start thinking about deeper things. I'll never get this time back that I spent with you. You know what I mean? Right. So with that being said, you know, don't take anyone's life away just because you wanted to be the sugar mama or the sugar daddy, or, you know, you wanted to be the pimp, you want to get that extra notch up under your belt or something like that. Now, don't take nobody's life away for that. You know what I mean? Be honest, point blank, period. And don't get your head busted open with some wood because you was lying.
Thank you.
All right, give it up for Taurus, y'all. Give it up. All right, Nepal Shaddai, close us out.
I just, you know what, I appreciate being chosen to be up here. Thank you so much, Genesis, for your hard work, your blood, sweat, and tears. Not real blood, but really putting all of our heart into this. Thank you to the beautiful panel. Yes, we are all different. Yes, I see you. I see you, Aset. Thank you, Aset. And, you know, we're all different. That's what makes it great. You know, there's somebody in the audience who resonates with me. There's somebody in the audience who doesn't resonate with me, you know, and so on and so forth. Just thank you for coming, and we're going to keep doing this. We have one coming on the East Coast soon, Genesis. We're going to be doing these town hall meetings, and I just want to say, like what he said. Okay, no, but thank you so much for being here.
All right. Now, are y'all ready for some performance? We got to get some real entertainment up in here tonight. We're going to bring to you a powerful young brother. He going to bring that swag. He going to bring that hip hop. He going to bring that knowledge. And he going to bring that information. Without any further ado, let's give it up for our brother Shorts.
Hey,
come on, give it up. Give it up for him.
Give it up. Come on, man. Hey, man, look, my name Brother Short, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all tired and y'all trying to get up out of here, you feel me? So I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time. Yeah, for sure, you know what I'm saying? Hey, by the way, I own a health store in Glendale, not too far from here. It's called The Alkaline Hour. Make sure y'all tap in on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all that shit, because I'm educating our community. You did. But anyway, man, we finna slow it down. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all moving too fast in y'all's relationships, so we gonna slow your ass down. Let's go. Hey, can you turn that up, though? Give me a little louder. Hey, look. 2S. Like Empire Blunts, I see this red cherry blazing. It's Brother Short, SHAWTV, y'all tap in. We streaming everywhere, look. Hey. Light and purple blunts, I see this red cherry blazing. I think my nigga hating the way my presence seems to irritate him, but it ain't my fault. Blessings flowing like irrigation. Yes, it was those tough decisions I made in tougher situations. I learned pocket watching's bad for your health like bacon. My situation got me contemplating. How can I make compensation from my conversations? Awaiting confirmation under this constellation. Can't wait too long, booty packing too strong. Being fast, got your big crossing futon. Try and shine, but it's that nigga too gone. She did that photo shoot with my suit on. Ayy, popping champagne and I don't drink for real. I'd rather pop some lines, man, and just think for real. Trying to keep my boat afloat and not sink, but still, I still hear with mama in my ear. I'm slow down. You done got it off the floor now. Sit back and watch it roll now. Improve upon and watch it blow now. Ayy, slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down, yeah. Hey, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, yeah. Hey, all this money that I spent, can I vent? Feel like chasing my dreams, in conflict with paying my rent. Back and forth with my chick, I'm in these tricks just trying to blitz. If it was this, to slip my wrist, feel like a fish. My tourists in that water, now tell me this. Hey, you gave them out to somebody who ain't even gave you an inch. Can you leave a sack of ragged hoes knowing that they ain't gon' pitch? My boy sit it down for me, but I still ain't too. Hey, so success my only MO. I done gave my Venmo to a Venmo who say she tryna spend a little more time. But see, it costs for mine, and this sauce is divine, and everything I touch seems to shine. Hey, slow down, you done got it off the floor now. Sit back and watch it blow now. Improve upon and watch it blow now. Hey, we gonna slow this shit down, look. Slow down, yeah. Hey, slow down. Slow down, yeah. Hey, that's my man Steven Donaldson. On the hook, you did. With them good old vocals, man. We just trying to slow it down, man. Ain't gotta move too fast, you feel me? Look, hey. Sometimes you just need to slow down. Hey, sometimes you just need to slow down. Yeah. Sometimes you just need to slow down. Yeah. Man, slow that shit down, man. Stop moving so fast. You did? It's your brother, none other brother Shout, man. That's BROTHA. Man, we streaming everywhere, you did. Apple, YouTube, you know what I'm saying? TikTok, all that shit, man. Get educated. I'm also, like I said, the owner of the Alkaline Hour. Man, we healing the hood, you dig? We in Glendale, Texas, Oak Cliff. We pushing big herbs, pushing big plant-based medicine, you dig? And we healing our community, you know what I'm saying?
Just when I thought I couldn't find my way out, yeah, I searched the God in me to find my way out. I know it can seem way out, but the Creator flows to and through me from way out. I'm talking way out, yeah, yeah, yeah. See, if you believe in the God in you, it's a better place.